Hi, everybody. Oh, Dallas, there you are. Dallas is like, I'm stalker. I'm stalker. Dallas, Dallas. How cute. I never see you up first, and you got there. How cute. Hi, you guys. How is everybody? Okay, I'm right here, unless you can't see me. Maybe I'm dead. Wait, we can't see you yet. Wait, why? What do you mean? Why can't you see me? I'm here. Are they blocking me like that? That's ridiculous. Oh, you can see me now. I'm like, what do you mean you can't see me? I'm traumatized. I'm like, I didn't know I was dead. um, okay, I'm signing in. I'm signing in to see if I can see myself over here. I hope I can. Let's hope that I can. All right, let's hope. All right, let's hope. Let's hope. I think I see myself. It says I'm live. That's me. I'm blending with the furniture back there. All right, you guys. Okay, what do you notice that's different? What do we notice? What did we notice? Just got noticed. Okay, we see you. Okay, like the hair is done. We bleached the roots again. And we kind of cut it. I'm not saying where I went or who did what. My hair is kind of flat on top though, because I was sweating, but we did it. That's what we did. We snuck off, excuse me, you know who, running Los Angeles. I snuck off, I'll never tell. Fuck you, I did it. Bleach, bleach, bleach. And we shaved the back so that we're ready for running. We're ready for running season, you guys. Ready? Hi, you guys. Okay. Hi, geez, you guys. You asked me these intense questions. I don't know. There's my answer. I have no clue. Okay, it's going to be Mother's Day on whatever day, Sunday. So what's everybody doing for Mother's Day? Right? What's going on? I know I snuck in somewhere. And I'm never telling, and you can take me to jail and I'm never fucking telling. How about that one? I will never tell. And I re-glued my nails on the right size on the right fingers. So it's all good. We don't have a big finger here. So for now, this is what I have. And I did my toes, but I can't show you. Can you see my feet? I did my toes. I can't turn my feet that way. Anyway, my toes have black on them. Oh, someone's going to get their nails done. My toes have black paint on them, but then I broke the front of my toe. Like, okay, because runners' feet are different. We jam our feet going downhill and it's like painful every day. Anyway, I've ordered like 6 pairs of shoes. Oh, I know. I love my sandals. I have 3 pairs in the closet. I also have, thanks to Libra Lori, okay? Thanks to Libra Lori. Guess what I got this morning? I got enough for Jason and Keith and Johnny and me and the neighbor, all of us, thanks to Lori, because Lori sent me over here on a secret mission. She texted me when I was out running for paper towels. She's like, paper towels. Because she peruses the neighborhood first, because she's over there first and I'm down there. So she texted me, and then me and Vanessa went to get the paper towels. I have enough paper towels for the zombie apocalypse. I have so much paper towel now. I have so much paper towel. I don't need a mask because it's my body, my choice, my boobs, my booty. It's all mine. I'm the owner of it, okay? So that's it. So I will have a good Mother's Day. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing because we can't really go anywhere, but we're going to cause some trouble. That is what we're going to do. That's what I want to do. Secret agent Libra Lori. No, she peruses. She finds things. She tells me with the hand sanitizer. I sent the kids in there. I'm like, go, because it's only 2 per house. So I'm like, go that way, swarm, and we can get it. So we did that. We got the paper towel. I got the paper towel. I snuck in. What I did is I just kept going around. Then I took a shower, so I looked different. I had a really weird hat on this morning because, wait, pregnancy. Who the fuck's talking about pregnancy? Bite your tongue. Who said that shit? I already had my kids. Who said, thank you so much, Mari? I'm like, who said pregnant? What planet are you on? I'm not pregnant. No mask. I did wear a mask in Ralph's and I hate myself for it. I'm a hypocritic whore for going into Ralph's with a mask on, but I wanted the paper towel. That's what I wanted. I wanted the paper towel really bad. I wanted the paper towel so bad. Like I could taste it. And then I got it. Oh, Baby Factory's closed. Well, you know, sometimes I think I love the babies. I love them. And sometimes I think I'd have another one, but I'd have to gain weight and then it would have to get out of me. And I remember that. And then I'd have to breastfeed it and then wean it off the boob. And then I'm dating it anyway when you're weaning it off the boob, kind of, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm weaning one off the boob and the other one's coming in for the boob. So yeah, I already got that happening. Oh God, yeah, that was my weirdo hat today. I forgot. Husband is fixed. Yeah, that doesn't stop him from stop over there. That doesn't stop them from sucking on the boob. The husbands when they're fixed, they still come in for breastfeeding. Swarm, swarm, swarm. I'm sorry, I'm making sick jokes. You have to be in our house. You know it happens. I know you know it happens. Oh, there's Carol and Estelle. Everybody's here. I'm going to see, I'm calling. I'm trying to get this kid over here. I'm calling him. Yeah, to see if he answers. I'm calling. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, you guys want another baby. I remember I only wanted one, but then Keithy came, so that was good. He's not answering. Jason isn't answering his mother. Yep. The usual, he knows. I told him to come visit. He's like, yeah, okay. Now there's no answer. No answer. No answer. Why? I did see two, but I only wanted one. I know what kind of mother I am. I can do one. Two threw me over the edge. Keith threw me over the edge. Parenting, not my thing. Yeah, especially, well, I love them when they were little, but I'm not one to teach them or, you know, do homework really very much. So yeah, that's not my thing. Like, what am I going to teach them? I can't read their homework. It's too smart. Oh, cataract surgery went well. Oh my God, I told you it would. It's so good, right? You're not in any pain. You woke up from that little anesthetic and they totally fix it. And then you can see your TV properly. I know Tulip was in a mood today. She wouldn't sleep on her bed. She just kind of slept on the stairs. I think baby Jack is like, you know, getting a little bit up in her space. So baby Jack is doing baby Jack things. I know. So yeah. So anyway, that was funny. But Tulip was on the stairs being Tulip. She was being Pippa. And baby Jack was being baby Jack. So that's it. Chirpy, he won't answer. He's being, I'm pretty sure I know places he goes. I mean, I could find him if I wanted to. He doesn't think his mother's psychic. When he would get mad, I'm not really saying I am to your kids. Oh, Jason, if you get mad at, don't ever tell him I said this. Of course, it's right on YouTube. So one day he'll tune in and go, God, if they ever watched me, which none of my family watches me, you people watch me. Everybody watches me, but those people, they don't pay any attention. I could pretty much say anything I wanted here and they would never know because they don't watch. But Jason, when he was mad at me, he goes, and I'm better psychic than you are. And he comes in my face like this. He goes, I'm stronger than you are. I'm like, whoa, back it on up, mister. Anyway, he could very well be. You never know who's stronger, but he was born with it. So you're born with it. I know you guys I love. My kids are sick of me. They, you know, they know who I am. They're like, yeah, not her, not that one. Yeah, Lila is with Jason. I think they're out on the, well, I don't know actually. Lila might be with Kenna, and Jason went out he went out going hiking on Monday. Jason went out biking, motorcycling, because it's so nice. It's like 100 degrees and they're going to the beach. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what they're doing. Rascal Pants, she's so happy to be with baby Jack and daddy Jason and mommy Kenna. So she's doing that stuff, but she'll come up here and visit. So she will do that. Okay, so I just want to hear anything you want to talk about. I'm really a boring person today. Well, I went to get my hair done, and this is the bleach color because I had some gold in it. I didn't really have to get it done, but when I was going over the bleach, I needed a professional to do it this time so I could like make it more my color. Oh, I haven't done Bruce Lee yet. You ask what happened to him. I have no clue. I haven't even done him. Yeah, Bruce Lee. You know what? Oh my God. So random. I'm like Googling myself. Not that I should admit that I do that, but I do to check and see what these assholes say. Because there's a lot of like weird people. So I go on this forum and I'm reading stuff and I'm like, motherfucker. So I just want to join the forum and like smack everybody back. But then I'm like, wait a second, they're entitled to their opinion. Fuck them. But they're like, this is, I know Jason Lee, right? This is what they're saying on this forum. They're like, we watched Sloan's channeling. This is what they said. And they're like, she gives me a bad vibe. She has a negative energy. And I'm like, who are you talking about? They just didn't like the, what one did? Oh, they didn't like the little peep channeling, but that was actually a very true channeling. So they don't like that. Thank you so much. Wait, what was your name? Fire Goddess? Is that, I'm making that up now. I hope you are a fire goddess. Oh, why can't I do that? Oh, bloody hell. I can't get that to open up. Okay, that's ridiculous. It won't open up. Now it's giving me anxiety. So I want to talk about channeling for a second, the way that, oh, at Fire Violet. Okay, thank you. Oh, no, I don't know if that's, let me see if I can get that. They won't open up. Look at that. Bitches won't let me open it up. Okay, so, yeah, I've got 3 of these tops. So when people see me wearing the same thing all the time, it's because I have 12 or 15 pairs of whatever it is. I have 3 of these. And I don't know if this is the good one or the bad one. One of them has a rip somewhere, but I grabbed whichever one. So if I like it, I will buy it and buy it and buy it. And thank you for that. Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there, the cute mommies. So I will buy these tops all the time, and I will buy pants. Like if you see me in those workout pants that say Run Girl Run, I had 6 pairs of them. I'm down to my last 2. So I will tend to scoop them up because there's something about them I like, and I'm OCD and I'm a compulsive buyer. So that makes sense, right? Not really a compulsive buyer, but you get what I'm saying if I like it. Hold on a second here. We have a question coming in. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Who am I calling? God damn it. Oh, I'm like, I just started dialing somebody. Let's see. No, do yourself. Sorry, answering a question. Do yourself. No, don't. Okay, anyway, I'm telling her, no, don't. What I was going to say is, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, so I buy everything in like double and triple and, you know, all of that stuff. So what did I do today besides sneak to the hairdresser? Oh, yeah, I had clients. Yeah, my favorite, this is one of my favorite tops because it covers all of this down here, all of this, you know, mommy pooch, and then it has open shoulders. I need to see something open that isn't sagging, so I figured shoulders is a good focus. I mean, you can't really open your top up, right? So shoulders it is, and then it covers this. Annie Lennox wears her hair like you. I know Annie Lennox is a Capricorn. I probably copied her. Well, I copied Pink, I copied them, but you know what? I wanted to go a bit shorter and like literally just shave the side totally. But for some reason, whoever was doing whatever they were doing, their clippers didn't have the number 5s, or did they have a number 5? Number 4. So wait. Yeah, number 4 was missing. Somehow it was missing because maybe somebody's very busy with their hair. So, okay, I'll answer her later. Anyway, so we did a 6, so it wasn't so close cropped, but I love it close cropped there. You know why? Yeah, razor cut. I mean, we did, but we did it, and then I just left it a little bit long here. Just because, you know what? I can't do long hair anymore. I can't worry about it. I can't brush it. I can't dry it. I can't behave like a normal person and do my hair. And I like it really blonde, and so it'll fall out or whatever. I have gotten children that are missing, but I usually see children when they've passed on, not missing and not found. So I get them when they passed on, but that's what I was going to talk about. Okay. Okay. Whoa, just one like that. I was going to, short is easy. It is, unless it's crooked, and then I will cut into it, and then that's when I get in trouble. Because every hairdresser I know is like, who, I'm turning that on, there. Every hairdresser I know, bleach, I only use 20 peroxide volume, but I'm a natural blonde, a dark blonde. I would never go more than 20 because it may take a bit longer to pull up, but you can sit and you can watch it to the color you want, and you can keep your hair healthy. So I need a little bit of color in mine, but I don't like that gold where it's dull, and I fucking hate ash. I don't know who invented ash, but I don't want ash in my hair. What the hell is ash? Get your hair bald. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that, but why would I do that? I mean, I could. I apologize again for my ridiculous phone. I don't know what you did with your phone. I don't know who did what, but whatever you did, it's all forgiven. I mean, unless you're like stabbing me, I forgive you. Okay, so I was going to talk about channeling, smells of smoke, the ash. Exactly. No, ash hair color with no color. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. I'm drinking off camera here. You guys are good. I should be like more responsible when I turn a camera on and stop freaking drinking. I was bald for a friend with cancer. Yeah, I don't know that I like anybody that much to actually go bald for them, no matter what their illness is, but I totally empathize with you. I'd go bald in mind, but not literally, because I have such a long face, so I need something like right here. I could do this all bald, no problem. Like, who cares about the back, right? Nobody. So, no, what I was going to say with channeling, so I wanted to talk about the channeling, because on this post online, on this post, yes, mouse, I know. They used to tell people, I don't use toner on my hair. Like, I want to get a color and I don't want to use toner. I know this pisses everybody off. Roy, wait, who died today? Oh, well, you know, those two. Wait, which one? Light pink would be cute too, right? Yeah, I know, right, Dallas? Wait, which Siegfried, hold on. I'm answering a question. No, you're professional enough. Professional enough. Don't sell yourself short. Sell yourself short. All right. There. I tell her she's professional. One of my new psychic friends, she's just learning how to do, well, she's just starting her own business. And she's like, well, if I do this, it'll be more professional. I'm like, no, you're professional as you are and people like you, so stop. Reiki is energy healing. So Reiki is energy healing. It's actually laying on of hands. So it's using the energy fields by calling in entities or symbols, if you will, that open up the chakras in order to pull the energy through. Two schools of thought on that. Who's coming through to work through your hands? Because when you do Reiki on somebody, like my body will sway like this, like who the hell knows who's in there. Some energy comes in and you can actually feel like it just literally. Now, I pray to God, so I hope it is a healing energy, but do I know that for sure? No. But you literally, like when I'm doing it over somebody's body, oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, I'm like waving, like I'm like swaying back and forth, which means I'm not in control. The healing is going on. Oh, I love lavender. Of course, blue hair, lavender hair. I think Jason did his hair blue, but you can't really tell because his hair is dark. That's what Lila told me. I wondered why his hair looked a little bit different. I don't know. I ask God to protect me. That's what I do. I ask God to protect me. When I was doing the channeling, okay, so when you do channeling and you pull in an energy, I want you guys to understand, because some assholes on the forum, whatever forum this was, I think it was Reddit, but wherever, they're going, oh, you know, she's just channeling to get attention or something. I'm like, who fucking says that? But yeah, okay, whatever. Because they don't really understand what channeling is. I did the Natalie Wood video. I already know what went on there. You should know too, it's really not that hard to get psychically. That Walken and what's his name were, you know, banging, and she caught them, which is very Hollywood. And then I believe her hubby, boom, and off she went. I don't know that it was meant to be a murder, but she was meant to be shut up, because sometimes they have like a real issue with being gay or whatever it is they're doing, right? I don't know. So, and then of course I do think she was medicated, so I don't think she could swim when she fall down, right? On the down, so much in Hollywood, everybody's on the down low. They're all fucking each other. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, whatever. But she was a cute little girl, but it's interesting because her energy was different when it came through. It definitely was not an accident, the way that they describe it as an accident. I have no idea who these people are. She already did. I did, Natalie, what it's on my site. But what I was going to say about channeling, when you watch people channel, okay, there's people like okay, Ramtha, or whatever her name was, Dr. Peoples. I'll do Dr. Peoples. That's easier. Dr. Peoples, who people used to channel in the 70s, and Dr. Peoples would come through with an Indian accent, which always was uproariously funny to me, because I'm like, why, when you're channeling, do they have to be Indian? Because the media, society, social engineering put Indian guru up there with that accent and said, this is legit, right? So kind of interesting. However, Dr. Peoples was channeled by a lot of different people, and some people's bodies would move. Some people's, you know, demeanors would change. Some people would say different things. But when you channel, channeling is a very subtle art. You don't always let somebody into your body. I stopped that as a young person because I would literally pass out. So if you're a channeler that lets something into your body, it actually shuts my body down. So I'm literally shut down. Okay, there's a troll there because you said, oh, Bing Crosby. No, I'm like, you're a troll. Why are you saying Bing Crosby channel? I'm like, troll, but I get what you're saying. Channel Bing Crosby. But when you're channeling the person's body energy, I go with the flow of energy where my voice takes me, because I'm very clairaudient. So when I feel something, I say it. If I feel that it was murder, or it's, quote, a conspiracy theory. I heard this all day about conspiracy theory. I'm going to say it again till I'm blue in the face. Conspiracy theory is it's two or more people, pardon me, planning something in secret. Could be a surprise party, a baby shower, a makeup party, a Tupperware party, and not letting other people know. Now, the word conspiracy theory was concocted by the CIA in order to trigger people's minds to make conspiracy people seem insane. You want to think I'm insane? You want to think whatever? Go ahead. Do I sound insane to you? Because I bet you the person who's saying the word conspiracy theory, I bet you they're the ones drinking at night or fucked up smoking the hookah pipe full of whatever the fuck they're smoking. So those people, yeah, Project Mockingbird, correct, exactly. So it feels to me like they're doing that as a distraction. So whenever I hear that, like, people are entitled to their opinion, but when you're watching somebody who's actually channeling information, the information that somebody is channeling, comes to their body the way that their body harnesses it. So it's never one-sided. Look at this. I'm looking down right now because I'm copying the link and I'm sending it to the people. There you go. So when a person's energy picks up on another person's energy, there's a combination of things that come through. And people are so like, what would my word be? They're so judgmental of how it comes through. And you don't really know how something's going to come through. I sound nutty. Oh, you sound nutty. How about you're nutty? How about you're a nutty motherfucker? How about that? And how's that work for you? Does that work for you? Well, Esther says, Abraham Hicks says they're channeling a whole group of entity that come, a whole group of entities that come through. I have no idea. Understand, we are so novice on this side. Okay, we are so novice. We don't know anything. Like we just assume that this is the world. And people who use the word like conspiracy theory, how do you know what a conspiracy theory is? I mean, we found out, and again, I'm going to say this, I can never say this right, but the Tuskegee Project, right? We found out some 50 years later that those people in the South were legitimately poisoned by the CDC with vaccines, okay, that gave them syphilis that were supposed to help their energy and their blood. Is that a conspiracy theory? No, it proved to be fact. The reason they use the word conspiracy theory is to distract. So what I want to teach, do you know the best lesson I could have learned when I was younger doing this work? Best lesson you could learn, okay? Best lesson you could learn is if somebody's going to distract and deflect from a conversation by using names to call you something that you have to defend yourself with, you know you're hitting a nerve. So if somebody says, you're crazy, you're stupid, you're not educated, conspiracy theory, conspiracy fact, exactly. So when somebody says that to you, they're hoping to elicit a distraction so that you defend yourself. This is a manipulation. It's a covert manipulation. Thank you so much for saying that. It's a covert manipulation, and the covert manipulation is that there's something wrong with you, and that's why you're saying it. No, Tuskegee. Yeah, like BG. Exactly, Tuskegee. That was horrifying to me when I found out those poor people suffered. And that was a vaccine that was going to help them feel better and help their blood, which wasn't a lie, because if you had syphilis, you would have a blood disorder. However, they gave them that. Yes, the syphilis experiment. They call it experiment. Hello, the people didn't know. That the CDC released the documents. It was done. It was done. I mean, that's what was done. So it's really interesting. And I would like to say this to the people on that form. I would like to say, the people on that forum, when you're talking about me channeling Little Peep and you're talking about me channeling Amy Weinstein and you're talking about me, it's mental fuckery. It's psychological warfare, mental terrorism. The best thing you can teach your kids, or you can teach anybody, is that when people distract by pointing out flaws in you, whatever those flaws are, you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, you're a liar, you're poor, you're rich, you're fat, you're ugly, you're black, you're white, you're Asian, whatever it is, what that is a distraction to get you to deflect from information that you have. So you must never deflect from your information. You must get in their face and say, doesn't matter what I am, this is what I'm saying. So you must always push the communication. Communication is extremely important, extremely. If we could teach young women anything, and probably young men, okay, if we could teach anybody anything, I would say to them that they need to learn how to emotionally disconnect. So emotional IQ, and I haven't learned it. Trust me, I haven't learned it. I can fly off the handle in 2 seconds and go after somebody like a raging lunatic. Have not learned it, okay? And certain people can trigger me like that, and I just want to, never mind. But anyway, it can happen. What you have to learn is you actually have to learn to step back, detach, and observe. No matter what a person says and calls you physically, because you cannot change your physicality at that time, and they will throw lies at you when you speak truth. They'll call you whore, slut, boring, ugly, crooked teeth, straight teeth, fat ass, thin ass, tall, short, whatever the fuck they're gonna say. Those things you can't change in that moment. So to defend them is to distract from your information. So we actually, as a group of people that all understand this, really need to know how to raise the vibration, because whatever you are, you're a soul being right now. You're not some description by somebody who wants to turn. It's, you know what? I'll tell you something. I went to deposition one time with a friend of mine that was in court suing a huge, I think, was it an insurance company? I think it was a huge insurance company. The insurance company had 20 lawyers. I can't remember if it was an insurance company or something to do with something that happened to her. Anyway, there were 20 lawyers in there, and she had character witnesses. And of course, we character witnesses were psychic types, right? So, like, no credibility on the planet, right? None of us are credible. We're all fucking morons because we're psychics. So, they expect a certain look of a person to walk in. And what I noticed, so when I was waiting to speak on the deposition, okay, for my friend, and I went there, what the hell was that about? I can't even remember. It's like 7 years ago. It's like 3 cars ago. Anyway, I remember it was a little car, the little red Genesis. My God, now I just freaking dropped the car. Anyway, it was a little Italian race car. It was a little Italian one they did, and I can't remember. A little 2-seater, barely a 3rd seat. I got small car as soon as my kids turned teenagers, so there'd be no more carpooling. That's what I did. That's what I did. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, no more carpooling. Just me and Lila. And then Lila, she wanted like to get in and out of the car. She didn't like the sports car in the back seat. So now she has her own door she can get out. So it's okay for Lila. I'm good with Lila in the car, but not all those little kids, not a whole bunch of those little kids. Anyway, we were in the court deposition, and I was sitting next to my friend, and the lawyers for the people suing her or whatever were over here. And I swear to you not, this is how court works. And if you don't educate people, you really don't know, and you may fall for it, which is I'm sure no, it wasn't a Toyota. I'm sure this may Genesis. It's not the new Genesis, it's the old sports Genesis, which is it's a Hyundai Genesis, but it was the sporty, and people are so afraid of being intimidated. Now, if you come from an abusive house growing up where you're battered all the time and intimidated and screamed at and, hauled off and hit and whatever, you're used to intimidation. The problem is the childhood part of you wants to be accepted and explained. So this is what gets people confused, right? So what you need to do with that is understand that you've been intimidated and you can actually step back. I know Libra Lori said they buffer it a lot. They buffer, but I'm, whatever. I mean, go ahead, YouTube, buffer. I look cute in buffer. Buff. Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is so beautiful. I remember camping on the islands in Thunder Bay, putting a tent up in the on the rocks, swimming out to the rocks. The Thunder Bay is so gorgeous. It's so cold, but it's so gorgeous. You swim out on the rocks and you can like step up on the rocks and sunbathe, and then you can swim back over to your island, put your campfire out there. I loved it. So beautiful. Canada is so beautiful. Ontario and Vancouver, so beautiful. Ontario's like very cold for too many months a year, so I can't go there with that. But anyway, what you learn from people is when you are speaking something, they have an invested agenda to stop you from speaking. So people have to learn how to not be afraid. And here's what I would tell you with anybody that's going to sue you, okay? Anybody that's going to sue you and ask you to settle before you go to court, push them to go to court. Most people are not going to pay to go into a court. Push them right to the back. Dare them, because you're not going to stop them anyway. So go ahead and tell them to do what they got to do. It's a form of bullying. And when they say it, lower the settings when it's buffering. Yeah, I can't even get on here. Anyway, oh God, what happened to Bay Violet now, Dallas? What happened? Okay, whatever. I don't want to know. Alabama. Hi, Alabama. Oh God, welcome to Russia, right? I think Russia's more free, to tell you the truth. I think Russia's more of a free place. Okay, so getting back to that, when anybody threatens to sue anybody, it's a form of bullying. And if they push you to settle, you have to step up in their face and say, you do what you got to do, and then you step back from it. Hello, Nevada. Nevada waves hello. Hi, Nevada. Exactly. So you have to know how to do it. Yeah, I can't lower the settings right now, you guys, because I'm on here and I can't think about it mentally. So you're just going to have to deal or go somewhere else, whatever it is. Let me see the settings over here. Okay, I'm going to look at myself and see if I'm buffering, talking to myself. I look fine. I mean, I look like me. I don't know that I'm buffering, but there I am. I'm doing my shit. Okay, so anyway, When people try to intimidate you and bully you, you must step into their face. In other words, don't back down. To distract you with what you look like, what this happened, what that happened. I wasn't a fan of Siegfried and Roy. They kidnapped the tigers and prostituted them for their own wealth and finance. I'm not a fan of that. It's nothing I would ever go to see or care about because they have no business taking those tigers out of all of, you know, they just have no business doing it. So I'm not a fan of that. No offense to anybody, but see, yeah, I'm just not a fan. I'm a fan of the animals. And I literally realized after the sheep story yesterday, the lamb chop story, I literally realized because it sent me into the most horrific crying, just terrible. We are lambs going to the slaughter. It's terrible. We are lambs. Okay. So I don't want any animals caged. And, you know, I thought about this afternoon. When they say it's humanely caught and captured and killed and all of this, when they say that, what they mean is exactly what's happening to us here. We're humanely in our houses, living in our environments, doing our thing until we're caught and captured. Okay, buffering should be an IG filter. I'm not on Instagram, but whatever. Animals, they do deserve a natural life, but people prostitute animals. Who gave people in the zoos, people in the bird shops, people in whatever shops the right to cage animals and sell them for their own profiting? There's a place in hell for people that do that. That's disgusting. It's just disgusting, okay? Like, why would we do that? It's horrible. It's terrible. It's just wrong. Just wrong. Okay? So completely wrong. Yeah, of course the vaccine's ready. I mean, the vax. We're going to call it the vag, okay? Like vagina. The vagina is the crotch 19 and the vagina. Code word for what? VACCINE. All right. So vaginas are going to be ready next month. Anybody watching this, like in 100 years, would be like, what is this crazy bitch talking about? I'm sorry, but they're going to be ready. That's the animals. The animals are on the farm, like the sheep. And the sheep run around and they're happy. They have baby sheep families. They talk to their sheep people. They have breakfast. They fall in love. They do things. And then the farmer comes and he says, you know what, sheep you and sheep you come with me. And they're like, okay, we're happy little sheep. They don't have a fucking clue. And then they go into the slaughterhouse and some weirdo has to get lamb chops with mint jelly. I'm on that kick again. I can't get over it. But my point is, look at us humans. Here we are. And there's a nice vagina coming out next month, which is a code word for VAX. Anyway, so there's a nice one of that coming out next month. And boom, the nice people, I'm going to go and I'm going to get that. And then that's what's going to happen. Stop what? What am I supposed to stop? Why? Stop, please. Stop, Sloan. Stop. No, you stop. I'm not stopping. Why would I stop? I'm never going to stop. Never tell me to stop. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so anyway, unless you're telling me to stop because you see something behind my head that's going to like take me off the planet, recheck your bell often. They mess with it. Yeah, I know they do. Didn't taint my vajayjay. Well, think about that for a second. Maybe you need a little more sleep. Who are you talking to? Whoever's talking, I can't read this because I don't know if you're talking to me or them. Don't stop. Whoever's saying stop, but I don't know who they're talking about. I have no idea who you're talking to. But anyway, what's happening is we, like the sheep, okay, are being led down a path and people don't think clearly because they throw words out there like conspiracy theory, as if that stops the truth. What's that have to do with anything? Do you not think that life is stranger than fiction? Have you not heard stuff that's absolutely outrageous, that sounds bizarre? Things happen. You don't think things happen? Did you hear, yes, animals do go to heaven, but why is it our place to sell them and murder them? I'm just asking, like it's not our thing, right? Thank you. I'm not going to stop. I'll never stop. Why would I stop? I haven't fucking stopped yet. Why would I stop? Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, keep talking means don't stop talking. Keep talking means don't. I have no idea. You're confusing me. Now it's really backwards world. You guys are backwards world tonight. You're talking to me backwards. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I'm talking about the vagina from, you know, the a-hole that's going to inoculate everybody with the vagina, which you know what I'm talking about, the crotch 19. Okay, code words on this channel will be always referenced sex-wise, all right? So that's it. All right, so opposite day, reverse world, backwards, and like this. Okay, so I was talking about channeling. So I want you guys to understand something about channeling. When somebody channels information, channeling means to receive information from an outside source. All of the psychic abilities are used in channeling, depending on the spirit, the alien, the entity, whatever you're pulling through, whatever you're asking to come through, how they choose to communicate. And with me, I get a feeling when I'm talking, I know when it's time to talk about it. And so for people to say, it's this, it's that, it's the other, when I say that Chester Bennington was murdered, he told me that. I'm not making that shit up, and I don't care if I am. I said it way back. That is what he told me. It wasn't the way it was portrayed. People know that, and that's that. That's it. The man did not kill himself. No matter what you say, no matter what they say, no matter how they try to make me look stupid and say I'm a conspiracy theorist, that's what he said to me. So I will never back down from that. When I get it, I won't back down from it. So the information when it comes through, and I want also people to understand, when you're picking up on spirit information, sometimes you can get some information and not others, and other mediums can get this and not that. Yeah, I don't know anything about Tom Hanks except what I know about him, and I don't know if he's dead. What's his Instagram say? I don't know. Let's look and see what his Instagram says, right? So let's see. Okay, so let's see. Oh no, that's, what's his name? Here we are. Oh, good fucking God. You know what? Do you know what? I'm like gagging inside my mouth right now. This guy is so deranged, so fucking deranged, and we are so fucked as a society when this guy's giving plasma. Why is this guy giving plasma? Why is this happening? Why is this guy giving plasma? Why do we want... Now, here's what I never thought I'd say this, because giving blood is a life-saving thing for people. But I think that each and every one of us should actually go put our own blood in some sort of a storage thing to use our own blood or our family member's blood, because you don't want this guy's blood in your body, and God knows whose blood you get when they're donating, right? So whose blood are you getting when they're donating? Seriously, who are you getting? Really? So, I mean, I don't know what to say, but that's gross. Like, I'm grossed out. And you know there's something wrong with this guy. You know this is agendized. I mean, if you can't see that, and you know how many likes this guy gets? This guy, and there's a lot of people I know on here liking his stuff. This guy gets, oh, of course, he gets the utmost hilarity showing this, the needle and the gloves. Okay, so this guy has 800,000 likes. People are that dumb. I don't know what to say. They're like, oh my God, he's donating blood. He's fucking awesome. No, he's not awesome, okay? And he probably didn't even have the crotch 19. It's probably something else. I don't even know what he had. I can't even. But don't take the blood. Put your own blood in a blood bank. I don't know how much it is to store it. They did it with the placenta blood on the kids, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is now to store it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, she's showing, of course, here's her justification. She put up an advertisement right here when she did a commercial for, what cigarettes here? Salem cigarettes. And the quote is, when I was, oh, I don't smoke, but doing these ads for Salem cigarettes when I was young allowed me to pay my tuition for drama school. Of course, encouraging other people to smoke and defile themselves. Narcissist 101, covert narcissist 101. Get them to do something that they don't want to do or they have a moral problem with, and then you've got them. So that's very interesting. I haven't checked in on Madonna recently, so let's check on her. One of my huge celebrity people that followed me on Instagram has now cut me off of Instagram. I suspect she watched my YouTube. And I don't care. No, I'm not saying who it is. I'm just saying I was cut. Okay, so anyway, I don't even know what this one's doing. Let's see. World leaders. Okay, world leaders. Madonna raised more than $8 billion for crotch 19 vagina fight. Exactly. There it is, you guys. You see that? $8 billion. Okay, ask yourself who the idiots are giving money to this. Who is giving money to this? Why don't you keep your money for yourself? What are you doing? She's just a TROLL. TROLL. Yes, it's called censorship. That's what it's called. TROLL. 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 Exactly. Okay, so yeah, 8 billion. Well, I think that's what they said. Hold on, let me look at, did I show you that? Yeah, 8 billion. Suddenly 8 billion, right? 8 billion pops out of nowhere. We can't feed babies on the planet. No, no, no. Leave those babies in Haiti. Let those little kids, let all those little freaking animals running on the street with no, I'm talking about animals, runaway animals, sheltered animals. They got to put to sleep because they can't fucking feed them. But we got 8 billion for an imaginary, somewhat weird ass project that they're doing. What's that about? What's that about? Ask yourself what that is about. Wonder who will see the tea. I don't know what that means because I'm not smart enough to pick it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he is diabetic and I'm sure he's insane and I'm sure that that's a clone and I'm sure. Oh, there I go. Clone talk. Clone talk. Watch it. She's a conspiracy theorist. Watch it. She's a whore. Do you see it? Remember when you were cute and young and you used to walk down the street and a guy would go, hey, and you wouldn't pay attention to him because you didn't want to pay attention to him and he'd go, you're a slut, like that, as if it was going to make you pay attention to him? That's exactly what they do, okay? No, I don't check my Facebook messages. I don't listen to my phone messages unless I have a client. I cannot read my messages. I barely have any private time for myself. I need private time for myself. That's what I need. And that doesn't mean what you think it means. But anyway, so you remember those guys that used to do that shit? That's what they're doing with conspiracy theorists. You tell the truth. If you stand up for yourself, they throw it at you like the word slut. Slut. Okay. You can call me a slut now. I wear it as a badge of honor. Thank you very much. And it's Miss to all you slut taunters. All right. So that's what it is. Anyway, that's what they're doing. Okay. They're doing that to us with the word conspiracy theory or whatever word they want to do it. It doesn't mean that everybody is accurate in every single thing that they're saying, but it doesn't mean they're wrong either. So people need to actually look at both sides of the coin to see if it makes sense to them or not, right? They need to look at both sides and they need to see, does this make sense to me or does this make sense to me? What makes sense to me? So they need to do it that way, but they're not. They're automatically labeling it conspiracy theorists. And here's a weird thing I heard. This blew my mind, okay? Excuse me. I lose my voice now all the time. But here's what blows my mind. Blows my mind, okay? Fucking blows my mind. So I'm talking to a friend of mine, and she has a friend. And she's talking, my friend, about what we would call some of these theories of things that are going on. And her friend's like, oh my God, you're a conspiracy theorist like this. And my friend's like, no, I don't think I am, but I just read this and it seems to be this. Her friend pulls out a bunch of stuff and says, this is the way it is. Then her friend says to her, oh God, you're a Trump supporter, aren't you? And I'm like, what the fucking hell does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Absolutely nothing. So I don't understand what's going on, but it's like they are, did you watch Doctors in Black? No, I didn't. I don't know. I don't watch really much of anything. Conspiracy Truth. Yeah, I don't watch. I spend my free time doing things that I like, which is not watching things on TV or anywhere or answering emails or any of that nonsense. No, but what I'm saying is I don't understand how they make a conclusion and throw it at you like it's a dart. It's very much like bizarre word twisting and word salad. They don't want a baby boom. Well, it's none of their business. You know, I'm going to tell you something. What's going on right now, metaphysically speaking, with everything that's going on, the first thing, and I started to say this the other night, they cannot elevate or ascend because they are already missing something that's connected to the God source. And if you cannot ascend, you're going to remain where you are. Much like those people you knew in high school that kept smoking pot and drinking and falling asleep and didn't go take the exams. They kind of stayed working in your local little town, grocery clerk or whatever their whole life because that's where they wanted to stay because they didn't want to ascend. Okay, so the ascension of people, okay, the ascension of people is in the God source or the God connection, and these people don't have it. Excuse me. They don't have the ability with which to ascend because they are held back by their own decisions and choices that they've made. Their belief system is back there. Now on the astral level, and don't think they don't work from the astral level, okay? But they are from the astral level, as in they are in human form and they go dimensionally through to the astral level, which is the first level outside of here. Keep in mind, they don't want you to know that. That's why every church, every religion, everything that is, quote, traditional will hide facts in the Bible about how to get out of your body, astral traveling, how to maneuver energy. I'm going to use the word maneuver as opposed to manipulate. Manipulate is like when you want something to do something like that rat study. Remember they gave the rats cocaine? Like, why are we giving rats cocaine and then going they're addicted? I'm like, yeah, you think? These poor little rats are going up to get water and they're like, wow, this water's really good. And look, my figure, it's so thin. And look, I can get the laundry done in the rat community, right? So then the poor little rats, they're like, we have to wean you off this. You're addicted, rats. What is that? We did a study with the rats and the cocaine. But my point is, okay, my point is they do only so much without giving you the rest of the information. So a lot of people, yeah, coked up rats. No, they did. It's so bizarre. A lot of people, when they go to church, they're given partial information. They don't want us to know. Red Bull, coffee, crack. I'm with you. I'm all for the crack. Somebody called me a crack addict. I'm like, you're right. That's it. Correct. Check mark. Okay, so to ascend energetically and to know how to maneuver it. Okay, so the cocaine and the rats were being manipulated by something that they desired. They didn't know they desired it until they went over and drank the water and they got the effects of the water, right? So think about that for a second when you're thinking about where water comes from in our society, where it's piped in from and what is put into the water. These rats had no idea when they went to get water, okay? They had no idea whatsoever that the water had cocaine in it. And so the rats all of a sudden became addicts through no fault of their own, if you want to look at it that way. And yes, I know they're rats. But my point is they were manipulated to respond in a certain way. So they put one water thing here, one water thing here. The water thing that was drugged is where the rats went. So there's a manipulation there. Drink this water, get speedy, do a bunch of stuff, be able to do this, that, and the other. Drink this water, boring, get tired, take a nap, don't get your laundry done. So they're going to take the water on the right. That is a manipulation, okay? So when we're talking about energy manipulation, think of a narcissist. I'm always going to ask you to do that. Energetically, we are dealing with people who are energetic narcissists. They're not going to tell you the truth about your own power spiritually, metaphysically, or with your body's energy. They are going to lie to you so that you don't see the truth. And that's part of the problem. People have a huge misconception when it comes to spirituality. I'm not here to tell you which religion is right, which God is right, because I don't even care. which that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they do not tell you the truth. So you don't have access to all the information. You have no access to all the information. Therefore, you cannot make an informed decision without full access to information. If somebody is coveting and they're hiding, okay, and they're covert, you don't know where you stand because you are not given everything up front. Therefore, you cannot make an informed decision. This is what's happening when we talk, when we're talking about the astral level, and when we're talking about how to focus on things. We are not given all the information, okay? So we are not given it. Therefore, we don't even believe. You've got people out there going, oh, well, that's not real. I always ask them, I always say to them, do you believe in God? Because you haven't seen a fucking God. So why are you believing God? Why are you sitting there in church? What's your problem? If you're going to think I'm fake, I'm going to think you're fake right back at you, buddy. But my point is, wells are damn expensive to be. I have no idea where we went there. That's how they manipulate you. That's exactly right. But here's what the problem is, as I gulp my water. Here's what the problem is. Well, they do it with astrology. You're right. They know how to maneuver energy. They know what to do. That's how come they do it. Do you think these people are all that talented or all this and that? What do you think they're doing to manipulate the energy? God is real, of course. Hey, if the devil's real, God's real. If there's a daylight, there's a moonlight. I mean, you're not just getting one side. It's not all one side of anything. Not all of Satan is evil and not all of God is good, okay? Everything has its boundaries and its expressions. The point is, what we're talking about, though, is complete, it is complete takeover of the creative essence of the human being, okay? It's a complete takeover. So human beings are not even aware of their strengths. So we are walking like the sheep into the slaughterhouse, and we don't even know it because we're all too fucking stupid. I'm ashamed at this point to actually be a human being. I'm like, where can I hide and pretend I'm not one? Because we are allowing this to happen. It's terrible. I don't understand why people can't see it. It's making me crazy. So I get in a lot of arguments with people because that's what I do, I guess, at this point. But I'm not going to back down from it. They don't have to believe me. But what about the tap water? I don't know about the tap water. They put stuff in the tap water. You have to test your neighborhood for fluoride and stuff. And you can use, oh yeah, they're hidden predators. They're on the astral level. We can't even see them because we are blocked through everything. You're right about the tap water. It comes through the tap water, blocks the psychic ability, just blocks everything. And then little kids that are psychic are told that they're crazy. They're always critiqued. They're always told they're crazy, but you got a bunch of adults walking into a church that man-made where somebody's standing at the door going, put the dollar in the tip, put the dollar in the fucking tray, and you believe that, but you don't believe the little kid that just came onto the planet? What is wrong with everybody? What the hell is wrong with people, really? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So tap water, but see, here's the thing too. I don't actually know about this bottled water because when water is bottled, what are they doing to the bottled water? They're writing on the outside that it's this, that it's this, that it's this. Wait. Sugar and, oh, do the rats take the sugar? What's wrong with the rats? The cocaine's clearly more fun. Okay, so the rats take the sugar. I didn't even know that part of it. But I believe that. I like sugar too. Sugar's yummy. Sugar's yummy. But when you're, I don't know what you guys are writing. Okay, discovered. Okay, I don't even know what you're writing. But here's the thing. We have little kids that have just come over from the other side and they've just literally been born. And well water should be pure, providing that something's not seeping into the ground. I mean, in Canada, the well water is probably pretty pure. I grew up in a house that had well water when we moved up north, and that was pretty clean. But shungite water, let's look that up. Shungite, let's look up shungite shower heads. I forget how much they are. Keithy likes that. Shungite, I want to look up and see what it is. Let's see, shungite, tap Shungite tap fixtures. Fixtures. I'm like, what is that called? It's a fixture. Let's look and see what they say about this. Okay. Shungite for bath, detoxification, shungite pendant, shungite this and that. Yeah, you can wear it, but there's faucets. I have to look it up. I forget what it is, but there's faucets that they make with the shungite so that when you're in the shower, it doesn't, I barely drink water. Well, you should drink water. I mean, I boil my water. I put lemon and oregano drops in it. Had mine tested after 20 years, all great. Yeah, well water seems to be good. I'm not sure. The tap water was actually, we tested the tap water because at John's business, he has to test the water before it goes back into the sewer. In the aerospace business, you have to do it. And one year we tested the aerospace water. So when they're doing the mag and penetrant and they're using all of that on the parts, and then we tested the tap water and we tested the bottled water, and the tap water was the cleanest of all, which is interesting. That was LA City, which is very interesting. I read Romans put shungite on their yeah, exactly. They put shungite everywhere because it protects from psychic attack. And look at the Romans. The Romans, I know I love my top too. It's super cute. I did it so I could sit in that air conditioning right there. So I did it for that reason. I'm so tired. I just typed. Estelle's being naughty on here. Oh, first we want to say hi to Estelle and Carol and Arlene because I love them and I miss them. Why am I not storming their houses down? I don't know. I mean, do I look germy? If I kiss them, are they going to get mad? If I hug them, are they going to push me away? What's going to happen? I don't know if I can handle the rejection of all of this. And Estelle's mom, Jana, and Estelle's sister. Estelle's sister went jogging all week. She goes jogging. Estelle's sister, she's a runner. She runs in Malibu, and every time she's getting caught by the police. Every time. I have to show her sister's picture because every time. But she takes a nice picture because she's a nice girl, unlike Sloan, who would be going, fuck you, what's wrong with you? Why won't you let me on the trail? It's my trail. It's the people's trail. Anyway, she doesn't do that, so she does this. But look, there's her cute little sister with the police that sent her out of the park right there. There she is. She goes running. She just wants to run. She just wants to run. What's the problem, people? What on earth? She's happened all week to her. She keeps going. But I think Malibu, those people, they got their police department and it's kind of a close-knit community. So I think they're shutting it down because I think, you know, the Malibu people, they kind of do what they're told, except clearly for Estelle's sister, who belongs in the San Fernando Valley because she's not listening to the rules of Malibu. So that's what's happening. But anyway, I think Malibu is a very closed, like there's only one way in and one way out. So I think at the parks, they probably know the people are going to go to that park and run. They have some beautiful parks there that overlook the water. It's so pretty. No, it's its own city. So it's like Burbank when they blocked our trails. When you're your own city, they can do that. Like Los Angeles, they have a hell of a time blocking everything because Los Angeles is like huge and includes Pasadena and Long Beach and then San Fernando and all the way up to Santa Clarita and Van Nuys. And not that there's trails in Van Nuys because it's in the middle of the city, but you get my point. There's like trails everywhere. So Malibu is just like, there's very specific areas, I think, and I think that they know that. But my point is that we are paying our police, the trail trolls. This is it. They are trail trolls. What, do you think you would ever do a present reading on Kim Kardashian? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I do that to myself? Do I need a spell put on me? I don't think I need a fucking spell put on me. Just saying, I don't need. Now, that's another thing I was going to talk about with people. Because I do like Los Angeles. Sorry, I love our mountains in Los Angeles. California is the most gorgeous state on the planet. It's so beautiful. It's run by the most insane people. I'm going to say that. California is so beautiful. You go from desert to river. Do you know in one day you can go skiing in your tank top or in a blizzard. You can drive an hour down and hike the mountains wearing shorts, okay? And you can drive another hour and go to the beach, all in one day. Yes, the Kardashians are high witches. Come on. You don't really think they got where they're going without that? Yes. Yes. But anyway, I'm not going to put a spell. I'm not getting a spell put on me, but that's what I was going to talk about. So there's a lot of shit that people don't know about, okay? So people don't know that there's actually people that focus their energy. Ooh, I just felt the earth tilt there. I just almost went like this, tilt, like this. Tilt down like that. But anyway, there's a lot of people that do things when they can't. A high witch is like a priest in the Catholic Church, like a high priest, a deacon, I guess. It's not a deacon in the Catholic Church, whatever it is. California, yeah, exquisite. Anyway, they're high witches, so they do perform a lot of the ceremonies. So it's not just like a group participation thing. They are the ones that orchestrate certain things. That's just my opinion. Can I prove it? No, I can't prove it. And I'm a conspiracy theorist, so, you know. I'm also blonde and Canadian, so you can add all that in, and maybe I'm crazy. One thing I am is sober, one thing I can do is see, but anyway, now, a lot of people don't get this. There's a lot of shit. I wish I could explain this. There's a lot of things that go on from past life to this life where souls chase people through, pull people through, energies come through, all kinds of experiences and different things. And we don't, I know, I love blonde. I'm sorry, I do. I'm a blonde I know, I can't help it. When I see bleach, I'm like, it's fucking bleach. What do you want from me? Anyway, I've got no other vices except for chocolate, coffee, and other things. But, but when you understand that so many things are going on multi-dimensionally and on different levels that are not seen to us because our awareness is not open to it. When you're talking to a psychic person and she's picking up on something, or he's picking up on something, they're picking up on a dimensional thing or an energy that doesn't exist directly in front and isn't tangible. Like, you can pick this up and it's tangible, you can touch it. So they're going underneath the surface, but we should all be able to see underneath the surface, but we're not because they blocked it. So we don't even understand that sometimes we're here, and sometimes people that show up as our friends and family are really people that are capturing us, traitors, all of that, all of that kind of thing, right? So we don't get it. People don't believe it because they go to church and they're taught, like, if you're good things will happen. Give people the benefit of the doubt. I honestly have to say this. If you give people the benefit of the doubt, you're batshit crazy. What you should do is you should detach emotionally from making a judgment and observe the behavior before you make a decision about whether to give them the benefit of the doubt. You should observe the behavior first. Emotional maturity, but people don't. They're like, oh no, I'm a good person. I mean, who could believe they would do it? More important is this lesson. Nobody can believe that anybody's going to do half the shit they do, okay? Like, when you hear what people do, I hear all day what people do, and I'm shocked. And I mean, it's not just the usual stuff like an affair, like they smoked a joint, they stole $10 from their boss. It's not that shit. There's some crazy shit you hear. And you're like, what the hell? Anyway, what you have to understand, okay? Look at her vids on YouTube, is there? Okay, did somebody call me vapid? I don't like being called vapid if you call me fucking vapid. But if you want to think I'm dumb, go ahead. But the word vapid, really? I think I'm meatier than vapid. So maybe obnoxious is the word you're looking for. Okay, so here's what happens. People are taught one way to think, and we are indoctrinated. Every time a woman is raped in our society and survives, because that's the goal. It doesn't matter if she went out for a drink with the guy or if she, dated him and then he raped her. It never heard vapid meat. You never heard of that word, vapid? It means you got nothing in your brain. You're a dumbass. Anyway, when we are taught from childhood, we are indoctrinated. Look at little kids right now. Look at little kids looking at their YouTube. Sorry, not YouTube, their Instagram and YouTube and their social media. They are indoctrinated. People, I actually was running this morning with my friend, and she has a lovely body, okay? She has a lovely, I mean, she's a beautiful girl. She's just tall. She just had a baby. She's tall and thin, beautiful butt. Everything is really good, right? Yeah, I ate a dictionary when I was a kid. I'm uneducated, but I self-educated. As in, I dropped out of school when I was 14 and never graduated and ran away from home. However, I continued to educate myself throughout my life, and that's what I did. So, and I was a professional writer. I'm a published author, so that's what I've done in my life. So, and they have spell checks, so it doesn't fucking matter if I can spell, for all you grammar trolls out there who can kiss my ass. Anyway, I used to write for a newspaper. I used to write for 2 newspapers in Los Angeles, and I used to write for a newspaper in Toronto. And so that's what I did. And there are spell check people, and there are editors. So don't be getting up all in my face going, you can't spell, bitch, and you swear. Yeah, I know how to use words too, but I taught myself by reading. You can educate yourself. You don't actually need a school to educate yourself. A lot of people who don't have formal education have curiosity that will help them learn. Curiosity is a good thing. So, and experience, oh my God, like my life experience was the most fun. At the time I was sobbing, sobbing with a cigarette and bleach in my hair, but I was sobbing until I was able to overcome it. Anyway, I'm not fucking vapid, okay? Vapid means you're missing something between your ears. Like, who's an example of vapid? Probably a blow-up doll is vapid, okay? So that's like a reference, but it's like meant to insult, like you're dumb, whatever. Maybe you're ugly and dumb, so maybe you got 2 things, whatever. But anyway, my point is, little kids, when they're indoctrinated as a children, like we were. Okay, so my friend is absolutely stunning, all right? She is younger than me, so she's like 20 years, yeah, she's like 20 years younger than me. And she's at that, I remember the stage of life. I'm so happy that I know her, because to watch her go through the stage with her 2 little kids and then remember back is just such an amazing thing, because I'm remembering it. And at the time I was exactly like her, but now I'm like, oh my God, I would love to do that again. I should have taken more time and slowed down. So when I talk to her, it's always so interesting. But what she said about her lovely body, and I mean, she's beautiful, okay? She doesn't need to cover her stomach up after having 2 babies. She goes, oh, well, okay. So anyway, she goes, men like big asses. And I'm like, no, they don't. And she's like, yes, they do. I'm like, men, she goes, the Kardashians. I'm like, first of all, those aren't their asses. Those are somebody else's asses. Number 2, there's something really wrong with that, because it really looks very, very, very odd. But what it is social engineering. We are teaching young women that is what men like, and young women want to be loved, so they go and make themselves like that to hope that they're loved if they look pretty. It's a real problem. Okay, so anyway, when I looked at Vanessa, I looked at her, oh, I shouldn't have said her name. Anyway, when I looked at Vanessa, I said, you absolutely have the body I would kill for. And she's like, why? You have a curvy body. I'm like, fuck you, I want your body. You know how women are, straight hair, curly hair argument, right? So anyway, what happened is, when I looked at her, I said, no, you're perfect the way you are. She goes, well, my husband thinks that. And then she looks at me, she goes, my husband's white, which I know he is. But I thought it was really funny, because it is true to different ethnicities that they are indoctrinated to like different things. So like people from my generation, we would die if we looked like a Kardashian, like that. We would kill ourselves. Like, fuck no in high school if I had that body. If I looked like those, I would absolutely hide, go away. Everybody has a butt though. When you say you have a curvy butt, I don't have a curvy butt. I have a long white girl butt, okay? That's it. I have a long, and Keith and I have the same butt. Not that you care, not that I'm gonna out Keith, but we have the same butt. Okay, Jason and his dad have the same butt, but Jason and I have the same legs and feet and hands And Keith and John have the same feet and hands. It's really weird when you see a kid and you see parts of yourself on them displayed in a different arrangement. You're like, that's hilarious. My point is, whatever your taste is fine, but be sure what they've done to all of us is to make us feel bad about who we are in our essence. And when you grow old, and this is what I was saying today to a friend of mine, when you grow old, it is so not for the weak, because everything that you put your confidence on, like the way you look, your hair, your teeth, your eyesight, whatever it is, that shit all goes. And so what you're left with is the essence of a human being. The human being is a spirit being. So the spirit is what needs to be worked on. We are being focused in the other direction. So we don't have a tie to our spiritual self. We don't have that tie. I mean, we all want to look hot and we want guys looking at us. I know this. I'm good because the homeless community is like fans of mine. So I'm like, yeah. When I was 20, I'd be like, if you were like not what I liked, I'd be cussing you out. But now I'm like, hey, I'll take the compliment. I don't care where it comes from. But we are I feel really sad for people because we have so many stereotypes about how women are supposed to look. And they've actually, if you look at the Victoria's Secret models going all the way back, not that they're not beautiful, they are. If you go... Carol says I have a round apple butt. Why are you up in my butt, Carol? I had an apple butt. It's kind of getting lopsided. No, what I'm saying is I'm glad somebody here, Darcy loves her body. She's so much ahead. Okay, why are we talking about Joan Collins? I like Joan Collins. Is she still alive? I don't know. She was a Gemini, I think. And she has to be close to like 90. I'm thinking. I think you know what? As far as people, let's see, way hotter in the 90s, Victoria's Secret models. Robert says the models of Victoria's Secrets are way hotter in the 90s. Sloan is a pear-shaped butt. Okay, I don't know if that's a compliment or you're trying to say I have a big sagging fat ass. But anyway, no, I'm just saying, like, we come from different countries where things are different. Like, in the white community, there's a stereotype for women. In the black community, there's another stereotype. Some men like all different kinds of women. I like all different kinds of looking men, okay? So I don't have a type. I maybe have a type, but if I like a mind, if someone talks to me and I like the way they talk, that's my type. There's other things I look at, which I'm not going to get into here. Yeah, Twiggy in the 60s. I thought Twiggy was really cute. I love those lashes are back now. Remember Twiggy's lashes? Those lashes are back. Well, I love my body with 30 pounds less. Okay, Micheline loves her body with 30 pounds less. Okay, so the way to deal with that is Michelle and Michael. I think so, but you know, Joan Collins is still here. Wow, Joan Collins has got to be like 80-something. She's darling. Her sister passed then. It was Jackie Collins that passed, right? Jackie Collins? Okay, let's look up Joan Collins' birthday. I think she's a Gemini. I'm saying it right now. Oh, no, she's a dame. She's been knighted or damed or whatever by that queen. I'm not liking that. Why has everybody got to go to that queen and get that sword on them and then some title? Now I have a title. Why you want a fucking title for? Here's your title, asshole. There's your title. Okay, sorry, that's mean. All right, she was born May 23rd, 1933, so she's 86. That's cute. She's 86. Y'all remember Linda Evans? She just popped up here too. Remember Joan Collins was such a bitch on, was it Dallas she was on? Like she was just swooping with the shoulder pads, swoop, and she would knock the shit out of everybody. Great character, great character. I don't know about the dame thing though, but let's look at Joan Collins. Yeah, I don't know if this is her now or what. Whatever, she looks kind of cute. She's still got the lashes on. She's 86. She's cute. Dynasty. Yeah, she's She's kind of cute. Dallas Dynasty. I get them confused. Linda Evans was on Dallas. Let's look at Joan Collins when she was young. Now, I see a Gemini face here. This to me, and it's something with the teeth and the way the face looks. But I also see Taurus in her, and I have no idea what movie this is. But look, that's her as a young woman. Super cute. A certain look. There's a certain look. I like flapper girls, and I love everybody from the 40s. So I think if I were to describe my body, I'd say I have a 40s body, whatever the hell that means. I like the actresses from the 40s, but you know, the bodies she's British. I know, but does she need to be called dame? What is that about? What is the word dame about? Knighted, damed. You can't have all these people running around. Why is it always celebrities? You know, why isn't it, I don't know, a social worker from Poughkeepsie or something? I'm just asking. Who's saving children and doing stuff like that. But it's interesting because the kids are being indoctrinated now, even the way that we see beauty, you know, even the way that we see it, which we know. I mean, the beauty industry and all of those things, they create things for people to aspire to. You know, whatever, the Kardashian butts. I don't know what to say about that. Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, of course Marilyn Monroe warned her. They just used Marilyn Monroe up like horrific. We all have an ego though, or we wouldn't brush our teeth. But you know what's really weird? Because when I look at things now, like I can honestly see Geminis have very oval faces and very like proportionate faces. I tend to, especially like if it's Gemini rising, Libras, you know, people are beautiful. I find beauty in people through the conversation and through their energy. So I don't really observe people from the point of whether they're beautiful, quote, technically or not. And I don't even know what that means at times. I do know what it does not mean, but I don't know what it means at times. I'm pretty sure I know what some things don't mean. But Taurian faces, Tauruses are beautiful. Tauruses have just, their eyes are the focal point. Taurus, their eyelashes, very sensual, and the eyes are magnetic, and they're very, she kind of looks like she might have a Taurus rising eyes. Now I've got to look her chart up. Look what you did. Look what happened here. I got to look her chart up. Because she looks, her eyes are deep, wide apart set, and that's like a Taurus rising thing. Let's look up her natal chart, because I honestly don't know. I knew she was a Gemini. Let's look. That cannot be right. All right. I hope that's not right, but let's look. Because if it is, then let's see. Oh, no, it is. She's an Aries rising. Wait. She's freaking 0 degrees Aries rising. So she's an Aries rising. I want to see where those... why is this stupid thing? She's an Aries rising. Her moon is in Taurus. That's what I see in her face with her eyes. You know how your eyes are like closely set here? When you're looking at somebody with a lot of Taurus in their chart... Jacqueline Kennedy was like this, but I don't know what she had in Taurus because she was a Leo. But the eyes are set a little bit wider apart. I always kind of associate that with Taurus. Like the look, like they're like the bull, like just the eyes are set like that. That's how I associate it visually from like a Taurus rising. But she's a Taurus moon. She is 0 degrees and 10 seconds Aries rising. That's one fire buster there. And she is... a water rooster. So it's the year of the rooster next year. I can't remember if it's water rooster, but she is actually that. I bet she passes away in the next year. I'm not wishing that on her. I'm just saying. That's what I think with that. Yeah, she's got an interesting chart. But that's kind of interesting that she is that combination. She's got her moon in the second house. See, she's got her moon in the second house, Aries second house, Mercury in Taurus. She's got Sun in Gemini, Venus in Gemini, Pluto in Cancer, that family dynamic. That's her generation too. She's got Mars conjunct Neptune. Saturn in the 11th house, which is interesting. It would have taken her a long time to pursue her goals, and probably being an actress wasn't what she actually wanted to be. She is looking too young. She is looking too young for her age. I don't even know what that means. I mean, at 86, like you're 86, like, you know, whatever. Pisces have little fish teeth. I love little fish teeth. Pisces, I find Pisces have a certain look, and it's in their eyes. Their eyes are very fluid and very dreamy. And I feel, don't fight with your husband. I mean, you know, if you just, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to stop saying it. Pisces have a very, very, very fluid look to the eyes, very watery look, and a sensitivity that you can read really easily. Wait, Ventura County coming into homes now? Oh, God. The Nazi stormtroopers, for what mother effing reason? Come on. Triple Cancer, yeah, moody. Earth Rooster, well, it's Water Rooster, Earth Rooster. Earth Rooster, Earth is Earth, right? So Earth is Earth. That's a good thing. I have to turn this off now. You know I'm doing that. I'm getting very good. Now I'm getting chilled. But yeah, Pisces eyes are a certain way. Remember, when you see people's features, you're kind of looking at the rising sign. You're not looking at their sun sign or the moon sign. You're really seeing a combination. But she does not look like Aries rising. I'm seeing her moon sign there. So, okay, so people are texting me. Of course they are. But what I was going to say, when we are looking to channel energy, I want people to understand that we have to get out of what we've been presented to here. So you have to kind of open your mind and expand it, make your mind a little bit fluid, because if you believe everything that's presented in front of you, you're not going to be able to see things in a different way. Okay, Scorpio features. Well, you can always tell a Scorpio rising because they don't have a smile on their face. They're kind of like, they're staring you down. Scorpio anything is the last person to run up like this. They're not going to do that. Once they're secure, they'll do it, but they're not going to do that. And you can tell a Scorpio rising or a person with a lot of Scorpio because, and this is true, if you walk in a restaurant, and you sit at a table, you will see a person with Scorpio rising, predominantly, possibly Scorpio moon or Scorpio sun. They're observant. So they notice everything that goes on because they're detectives. They'll sit with their back to the wall. So the Scorpio rising is the person at the table who's butted up against the wall so you cannot get behind them and nothing can go on back here that they can't see. They like to have full vision of the room because it's a control thing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what happened with Shauna. I've missed all of this. So Scorpio kind of, remember, Scorpio is observant of things. So they're going to want to position in a room where they can see everything and where they can do everything. That's what they want to do. So they are that kind of people. Yeah, I like the Selena video. That was interesting to me. Very interesting. So getting back to the way that we are raising the energy, like the channeling, when people are channeling, understand the spirit energy is going to be the one that determines the level of strength. And sometimes, wait a second. Why am I getting this update? Update on Joan Collins. You're right. Joan Collins is second Cancer 51 rising. Wait, why is she Cancer? Why is she Cancer rising and not Aries? I saw Aries up there. I didn't even say Cancer. Oh, I said the Pluto in Cancer, but okay. Tell me, help me. I don't know. Okay, see, I'll find out. Anyway, Capricorn features, well, Capricorns have good bone structure for the most part, or they have bone structure issues, depending on if their sun's afflicted, if it's Capricorn rising. Capricorn rising has, to me, has good body structure, like just solid, sturdy body structure, whether they're short, tall, big, fat, whatever, they have good bone structure. So they're well put together. It's proportionate. To me, their bones are proportionate. They have strong bones and they are athletic. Yes, Elvis was a Capricorn. So when we're channeling energy, what I want you to understand is a lot of the information we get, of course, is left up to interpretation. And of course, the spirits on the other side come to it. Now, when I'm channeling, and as I wanted to save this, because I'm replying to these fuckers on that feed on Reddit, but here's the thing. The thing is, I do the work the way that I do it, regardless of what anybody thinks about it, so I don't fucking care. But the way that each individual psychic person gets their work and comes to it is so individual and so unique that it's just something that they do according to how they are. And you cannot judge how a psychic or a medium or a channeler gets their information. Understand, channeling is another way of saying mediumship and connecting with spirit energy. Now, you can hear it, you can see it, you can feel it, you can absorb it, you can think it, it can touch you, you can know it. It depends on you. How are you comfortable receiving it? So we have to be comfortable. Now, when they're talking about channeling an entity like Abraham Hicks, she's talking about a whole bunch of energy that condenses itself into one form, and she picks up on that form, okay? So that's what she's saying. She's saying they come to her as a group of one, as one entity, because she couldn't pick up on all of it because the energy is so different. That's like overloading a light socket when you, or a plug, when you plug in 6 different, plugs. Okay, Pluto and Virgo. I'm going to answer that because that's my group. So there you go. So you're born in the 60s. Mid-60s. Pluto and Virgo. Pluto is always transformative, and it's a generational sign. So whatever your Pluto is in, it is a transformative generational sign, meaning people born in your generation carry the same Pluto, all right? Like it's not specific. It applies to a lot of people. Obviously, so do our sun signs, but that's not what I mean. It's a slower moving planet is what I mean. So more people have it in the same sign. So Pluto in the sign of Virgo is when we started to see the diet and health food craze, right? So, okay, stop with the Pluto is no longer a planet. If you've ever had Pluto transit your oh my God, your angles, if you've ever had Pluto transit the angles of your chart, you know it is a freaking planet because it will come in and upheaval. You ask about Scorpio, Pluto is Scorpio's ruling planet. Man, they'll dig a ditch and throw you out in the middle of a rainstorm. That's Pluto. But Pluto, okay, Pluto in Virgo came in with the invent of, peace, love, drugs, hippies, diet, food, fix your body, help, focus, organize, medical. So Pluto in Virgo came in with that influence. So you've got people that are either very, very rigid about what they do or very, very, very free on what they do. Very, very critical of what other people do. Pluto in Virgo. They try to critique the generation they're born in, the generation before, and the generation after in order to focus the energy in the direction that they wish it to be. Now, Virgo studies, Virgo focuses, Virgo does everything. You have what's called a stellium in Scorpio. 4 or more planets in the same sign is called a stellium. Google that, research that. So Pluto is a sign that comes in, is a planet that comes in to transform. Wherever it's placed in your chart is where you're getting tossed out and you're going to be taught, you're going to be schooled on some shit. So that's it on that. Okay, so anyway, getting back, Pluto is trending my descendant right now. What's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen to you. Google Pluto transiting your 7th house. Google that. Pluto square my sun. Well, that makes you a little bit of a control freak. Pluto square the sun. Don't yell at me. It's true. You know it. It's very true. Okay. So when we're talking about channeling, I want people to understand when you're watching a medium or psychic work, we are not puppets or clowns. We don't get all the information 100%. The way that I work, which is different from the way that other people work, because I don't always get names and I don't always get things, but I'm not going to lie to you and make shit up. I follow a stream of thought that comes to me. I do a lot of telepathy. Not on purpose, that's just how I find the information comes to me. So when information comes to me, I follow a strand of thinking. I follow a storyline that the spirit wants me to know. Is it 100% accurate? How do I know? But I know when I feel it. So when I say something and I feel it, I know when I feel it. And I follow that storyline, that strand, that nuance. That's how it works for me. That's how I feel it. Again, the guys in Vegas, they kidnapped the tigers. I don't know what to say. I don't think that's good. I don't like you for doing that. I did not. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you, Denise. I'm like, don't call me vapid. Whoever said that. I don't even know that Kim Kardashian is vapid though, because I mean, I don't know. I think maybe they're. Sorry, Denise. My husband's death. Wait, my husband. Wait until death do us part. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. Every day you're married, there's a small little death happening. Sorry, I joke. I'm kidding. Don't yell. Don't hate the messenger. All right, so when people, the rules, let's look at this. Let's look at this in a different way. When we see rules where it says till death do you part, I want you to understand when I look at marriage, I see it a little bit differently. The idea of two souls coming together is to learn and to focus and to balance actions from a past life, okay? So you can't really say till death do you part. You can say whatever you want. But the reason you can't really say till death do you part is because sometimes the lessons learned before we part, before we die, sometimes we outgrow people because the lesson is learned. And sometimes we need to experience other lessons with other people. So you can't just say till death do you part, and understand that marriage was designed at a time when we were 14 and got married and died at age 30. So conceivably, it's easy to see till death do you part. Now, why would you get married at 14? You really shouldn't get married until after your Saturn return. However, why ever you get married is why you get married. So whatever it is, when you get married, you should stay there until you don't want to stay there. From what I can tell energetically, I don't speak for God, but from the people I picked up on the other side, should they have been divorced or not divorced or still married or not married or whatever it is, I don't get that that's an influence with them on the other side. They have learned lessons. So they more come in speaking about what they learned and things to help the other person, that even if they're not still married to them, and there should be like an exchange of energy. That's what I pick up on. I don't pick up on this like, oh my God, you got divorced, you're going to burn in hell. That's a lie too, because marriage on earth has a different meaning than marriage in a spiritual sense. And in a spiritual sense, we recognize each other. We recognize each other here as well, but there's a connection that's different. So people have to like stop like making it so much of a contract, like a business thing. That's ridiculous. You should be there until you don't want to be there anymore. Really, I mean, you do what is right for you. No one's saying go out and have an affair, go out and marry the neighbor. No one's saying that. But if you've learned through your marriage and you've learned to grow and you've learned the lesson, then why would you stay married till death do you part? That's kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I thought, I told you. I don't think I or Kim, I understand what you said, Denise. I got it. And I'm sorry that I thought it was you that said it. Don't worry though, you guys. It's not a big deal. I got to explain the word vapid. Denise and I know the word vapid. So I do not have sexual relations with that woman. Oh, Bill Clinton. Yeah, well, Bill Clinton's a Leo man with Taurus moon. That's very lusty, double Venus ruled. And then he's a Leo man with a Libra rising, Taurus moon, and a bunch of shit in the first house in Libra, if I remember correctly. A lot of our presidents had Libra rising. I don't think Bush did. I think Bush Jr. was a Leo rising, and I think, was Obama Libra rising? Obama was a Leo, but was he Libra rising? Bill Clinton was a Leo. Bush Jr. was a Leo rising. The rest of the presidents all had very similar aspects in Libra, but I can't remember what. I have to go over that again, the charts of presidents. I did that at one time, except for the Aquarius one, Roosevelt, I think. He had some other chart thing going on. Okay. All right. You guys are funny. What is going on? Okay, it doesn't matter who is, all is good. Is that good? I don't know. She must sign a prenuptial agreement. Okay, here's the thing with your prenups, you men. It's usually men. here's the thing with prenups. I understand we're in a greedy world with a bunch of pigs. I get this. However, if you're going to marry somebody, if you had property before you met them, it's fair that it should remain yours. That's fair. And then after you marry them, I guess you enter into a communal thing. So I don't understand what would be the problem. You know, I don't understand like what the okay, wait, Death Row Records versus Bad Boy Records here in the live chat tonight. Okay. Yeah, you know, don't fight, people. Don't fight, don't fight. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to do the cards because that's what I'm going to do. Okay, somebody was see, they text me on this phone. That's why I have to shut the phone off, you guys. I almost said a bad word because I get too many texts and it spins my head. I'm like ultra responsible, and like working 12 hours a day is a problem. And I got an uneasy feeling from listening. Probably the frequency of the Tibetan bowls wasn't good for you, or the person doing the Tibetan bowls wasn't good. No fighting, ladies. Look. Come on, fight, bitches, fight. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. Sorry, instigator over here. You don't have to fight. Like, okay, Sloan, please check. I can't check my email right now. I'm not doing anything else tonight, so do not come on here and tell me. If I'm too late with people, I can refund you. I really don't care. So I'm just not going to, I'm just not. Sorry. I get to have a life after this. I just get to have a life. So keep clear on that. I will answer when I get back to work, and it will not be tonight. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes I shouldn't have to work 7 days a freaking week just to keep up. I shouldn't. People should be a little bit patient. If I'm a little bit behind, I'm a little bit behind. And if you want a refund, you can always email and ask, and I will do that. But I'm not going to kiss everybody's ass in the middle of the night because they want me to read an email. Not fucking doing it. No, they don't. That's the problem. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a reader, and she's like, oh my God, I can't get too slammed. The last time she got too slammed, she sent me all her clients. And she's like, I can't because I'll get depressed and I'll go away and hide, right? But problem is, I tend to get really angry when people cross over and they start demanding shit. And I know I can fall behind. I'm one person and I run my business entirely myself because that's what I choose to do. Because I don't want people in my business, because I had kids and they were in my business for years. So I'm one person and I do the best I can. And if it's not good enough for you, oh well, whatever. So yeah, they get like that and they just think that whatever. But keep in mind, literally 35 years I've been doing this work. So don't think I haven't had people up my ass, running into me on the trails, fucking in the nail salons, everywhere I go, bugging the crap out of me for readings. Don't think that hasn't happened, because that has happened. And in fact, John will not go to dinner with me because when we go out to a restaurant and somebody knows me, which is why I use an order name, because that's what I do. I'm not saying it, but I have an order name around town. So nobody knows that it's me, except then they do know it's me if they know me. He actually turns around to people and says, stop talking to her. We're trying to eat dinner, right? We're trying to eat dinner. That's what he says. So, and my kids roll their eyes. That's what they do. They look at people emailing me, they go like this. And their eyes roll back in their head. And so there. It is demanding. Yeah, no, it's demanding. It's not like being a surgeon, though. So, like, there's not really a necessity quite the same way as, like, if you have to get a tumor removed. So it doesn't need to be that much pressure. But, yeah, people, oh, my God, you have no idea. That's all I'm saying. How can I'm doing astrology classes. That's what I'm going to do. I love astrology. You know that. You know that. So we're going to do pile number 1. I love astrology, but see, I have to have the time to do this. And when I'm whatever all the time. And yeah, you know what some people say? They do get mad at you when you go running and stuff. And it's like, fuck you, I'm going to run. They just think you're supposed to be like a little robot. I don't want to be a robot. Okay, somebody's birthday's tomorrow. I think that's Sherry. Look, I can't even see. I think that's Sherry. Okay, it arrived today. I don't know what arrived today, but something arrived today. You are a surgeon of the mind. Not really. I'm just somebody that couldn't figure out another way to make a living, and this is it. Don't put too much onto people that do things. Really don't. It's just a way to make a living. It's something I enjoy very much. Not necessarily my passion. My passion would be hiking. I just haven't figured out how to drag 100 of you up a hill with me that way. But yeah, we all have to do something on this planet, and we all have to do it in a certain way. And so to do readings was something that I could do and something that I was acclimated, and it was a calling. But just because something is a calling doesn't mean that the person like wants to live it and breathe it. It's like a hairdresser. That's actually what I'd like to be, as a hairdresser. That is one thing I love. I love the idea of cutting people's hair. Didn't say I would do it well though, but I do love the idea of it. So yeah, the hairdressers, but when you talk to the hairdressers, my poor hairdresser's getting harassed like a crazy person to cut people's hair. And she's like, I don't know how I can keep up with it. So hairdressers get the same shit. Like people are like, oh my God, I have a date. I need to cut my hair. I need to color my hair. Can you do foils on my hair? That foil's missing. Why is my hair brown? Put more. I mean, fuck, if you're a hairdresser, you know this, right? So what a problem, right? Yeah, see, here's the problem. I want to start a hiking group. I really do. But if people are slow, I will stab myself on the trail. So I need to be challenged. This is my problem. This is why I'm saying I can't always do what I want to do, because you have to take your joy. And if, look at this, the bleach's got to calm down right now. Anyway, you got to take you got to weigh out your joy with teaching other people. So like if it gets in the way of your fun, then what do you do? Because if people are slow, I'm not having fun. I'm thinking of stabbing myself when they're slow. Hiking cam. Yeah, I bought a bike today to be outside. So cool. Yeah, see, if you're the slow ones, some of the slow ones, I don't know what to do with them. I'm like, because I'm in a hurry to get to the top, because I want to get there, because there's an adventure up there and there's people up there. There's usually good looking men in shorts up there, just saying. Girls, if you want to hike, if you want to see where the men are, the in shape men, climb to the top of a mountain. That's all I'm saying. Fire department used to run up our hill in Burbank. When I first had my kids, exactly 12:17 p.m. in the afternoon, the fire department was in their outfits going up the hill, and halfway up that hill in 100-degree heat, off came their outfits. That's right, they put their packs down and went up in their shorts. And I knew this. I ran every day at that time. Yes, I did. Anyway, that's what I'm saying, ladies. I'm just saying it was eye candy for me. I'm not saying I did anything, but that's what I did. This is probably why I have so much weird skin damage on me. Because I just wore shorts and a tank top because, you know, I wanted to look cute. Sun doesn't like that. But anyway, I'm saying hike. Yeah, I love hiking. But my thing is, when I start on a trail, I know, when I start on a trail, no matter what trail it is, no matter how hard it is, I'm trying to beat my time. So, yeah, so you need to practice. But, yeah, no, but I mean, I couldn't run up the hill in the heat with these firemen. A lot of cute little firemen running up there. Anyway, I did that for years. This is what I did. But I also thought if I trained behind the fire department and kept pace with them, I'm very good at going uphill. I'm not as good as David. David is pretty good. David's my hiking friend in Palm Springs. He is pretty good and nobody can really beat him, but he kind of slows down for me, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good getting up there. I can get up there pretty fast and I won't give up. But my point is, when I start hiking, when I see, if I know it's 15 miles, if I know it's 8 miles, if I know whatever it is, I have to beat my time. So that's what I do. Unless it's my first time, then I have to go as fast as I can. So the weekend run I do, when I do the 14-mile loop that I do, that I'm not going to say the mountain I do it at, but it's closed. But when I do that loop and I go through the rivers and I go up and all those pretty pictures I show, and there's always that, I literally time myself every weekend. And if I'm a minute off or 2 minutes late, then I'm pissed when I get to the top. Then I'm like, I don't care about going down. It's getting to the top and hitting the top. That's my issue. I have a little OCD issue about that. Okay, so, but it's fun. It's OCD. However, I think Michelle is Michael. That's why Barack calls him, yeah, well, Barack is Barry. But anyway, Barry calls Michelle Michael. I can't even. Okay, how far do you travel to go? Oh, I'll drive. Okay, so let me just say this. I work from home and always have. I mean, I'll do shows and stuff and go here and there. So I probably drive. It's not unusual for me to drive 150 miles a day to do something, 200 miles, whatever, for my enjoyment. I'm sorry, I'm that person. So in 3 years, I can put over like 130,000 miles on a car. I'm that person. Seriously. And I'd get a motorbike, except I'd kill myself and I'd have nowhere to put all my hiking stuff. I follow trails like I just love them, and I'm not going to die not doing what I like. Sorry. And a car is to drive anyway. Whatever. Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I'm sorry, I just do. I don't mean to be a bitch, but you know, wait, Barack is buried. Why is he buried? Who buried him? And his name is Barry, just so we're very clear on that. But yeah, when you drive to Palm Springs, I mean, it's a 2-hour drive, so it's like 300. No, it's not like Vegas. Vegas is more. Vegas is, well, you can make it to Vegas if you speed, but if there's a traffic jam, you're fucked. So forget it. Yeah, I know. I'm obsessed with mountains because when I climb them, I rent cars on the weekend too. I rent cars. Found out the reason they closed the parks. I don't know the reason they closed the park, but I'm sure they're doing something to the land underneath. But I rent cars on the weekends. So when I drive on the weekends, I rent cars so that I don't use up my car all the time. I use somebody else's. So anyway, okay, so here's what I'm going to say, Sedona. Yeah, I'll get out to Sedona too. I'll go to Portland. I'll go all over. Okay, so so we're going to pick a pile. But first, somebody asked about losing weight. I'm going to tell you the truth about losing weight. You asked, I'm going to tell you. Here's the truth about losing weight, because I've been 100 pounds overweight twice in my life after each one of my kids. Well, after I gave birth, before I gave birth, I started out at 123. While I was pushing Jason's big fat head out, I weighed 227, 123 to 227. That's 100 fucking pounds. Okay, so I had to lose that weight. I think I probably had a thyroid issue, but whatever. I had the biggest, fattest ass on the planet. I had 6 times the Kardashians' ass, and I waddled like a beast. And I probably had hair growing off my toes. I couldn't even see my toes. Anyway, so how did I lose that weight? Here's how you lose the weight. If women think I was 220, 4 years later, I'm 120. There you go. It took me 3 years with the first kid too. Bravo to you. You can tell us what you did too. I did twice. Do you know when I got married, my waist was 18 inches. Not even fucking joking. My thighs were 20 inches. So my thighs were bigger than my waist. That fucking bothers me all the time. Anyway, don't tell me I have thick thighs, because if I hear that, I'm coming after your ass, okay? So fuck you and your thick thigh comments. Who even goes around saying that? Thick thighs. Do you see what we've done to our children? They go around saying thick thighs. Oh, that's a compliment. You're calling me fat. You're just using the word thick. Anyway, so my waist was 18 inches. When I went to give birth to my Jason, I put the measuring tape around my waist. 78 inches. That's with the baby in. But I went from 18 to, I'm not big boned. I'm petite boned. There's no big boned over here. That's bullshit. That's a lie. When people say they're big boned, that's a fucking lie. That's another word for I ate a whole cheesecake. Anyway, sorry, don't get mad at me. But my waist literally was, stop with the thick thighs. Don't use that word. That's indoctrination. That's a way of saying you have big, fat fucking thighs. Fuck that. Okay, so I know pregnancy. So that's what it was. Then I gave birth to Jason, and I was okay because I was happy. The big watermelon was out of me. I was like thrilled. The 9-pound plus 22-inch baby was alive and breathing on this side of the ocean. Okay, so anyway, he was out. See, thunder thighs. That's exactly. Deborah, why are you saying that? That's horrible, but true. Anyway, so after Jason, I think I weighed. I don't even think I lost 10 pounds after I gave birth to Jason. I literally dropped 9. So here's what I did, okay? I had a 3rd grader. Yeah, I know. I had 2 9-pound plus babies, 22 inches long. Jason was a little bit longer than Keith, which is weird because Keith is a little bit taller than Jason. So that's weird. Anyway, Jason came out with his elbows like this. You know, like Jason was fighting on the way out. Keithy just kind of came out. But what I did after that, so after probably 4 weeks, well, I went out walking right away with Jason, and I made sure for the first 2 years to carry the baby with me so people didn't think I was fat. Because if I put the baby down and I was wearing those shirts, then they were just going to think I was fat. And I was like, I couldn't have that. Like mentally, I couldn't handle that. I had a complete breakdown. So I got up every morning and I exercised for cardio for an hour and a half, went home, breastfed that baby, went back out the door, went to the gym. Yes, John watched the baby, went to the gym for another, I don't know, 40 minutes to do weights, came back home, spent the day at home with the baby, went out at night, did another hour and a half of cardio. Still took me 3 years because I was breastfeeding, so I was a good 15 pounds up. I ate properly. I ate, well, shit, with Jason, I ate steamed vegetables for 6 months. Steamed vegetables, that because I was gaining so much weight. I gained 25 pounds in the first month. I don't know. I think my thyroid was out, or maybe it had some whatever. With Keith, now I got smart with Keith. I didn't want to be fat. With Jason, I told you this. I did not bleach my hair. I did everything natural. With Keith, I thought I can't bear to be fat and brunette. True story. So I bleached my hair. I drank coffee that whole pregnancy. This is Keith's thing. I drank coffee the whole pregnancy. I walked 12 miles a day. I went up the mountain till 7 months. Vanessa walked up till the day she gave birth, okay? And I remember passing her, but I didn't know her then. So I remember passing her coming down and making a comment like, oh, I did that. That's so cute. Anyway, I can remember it because I remember a little pregnant belly coming behind this tree. And I was like, that girl's going to drop that baby any minute. So she went up and down that hill pregnant. I went up to 7 months because it just really took 5 hours at this point. And I couldn't, like my belly wouldn't go up. I couldn't drive with Keith because my belly was just straight out. I literally couldn't drive. And after I gave birth to Keith, I gained 97 pounds with Keith, so I did a little bit better. No, I didn't have gestational diabetes. Yeah, they tested me for that. I didn't have it. I just was fat. My body slowed right down. That's what happened. And I had the biggest ass. I am not joking you. We have pictures of it, and every time I see it, I'm horrified. I'm like, this, I can see, honestly, I don't, yeah, surrogates might be a thing next life. I'm just saying. So anyway, I had Keithy. I weighed 197. And this is true. I'm going to tell you the true story about Keithy. So do you listen to music when you run? Not usually, no. But I do sometimes, but not usually. So anyway, with Keith for 8 months, I breastfed. I did everything right. I ate right. I exercised, and I think I got down to 180 this time. And my body just went, stop. We want you to be a big, fat watermelon. And I remember saying, I can't do this. This is mentally unhealthy for me. I cannot weigh 180 or whatever it was. So true story, at 8 months, I looked at Keith and I said, you've breastfed enough. He was 8 months. He didn't know what I was saying to him. And I said, because mommy's going to go get speed pills from the doctor and drop 50 pounds. So mommy went down the street to the nice doctor and said that she can't lose weight. And she took the fen-phen pill, but I didn't take the downer. Remember fen-phen, the upper and the downer? I took that. dropped 50 pounds in, I don't know, like 2 months. Totally ruined my skin, by the way. Don't do that, right? Oh, fluffy. What is that fucking word? Fluffy. Fuck you and your fluffy. Tell a girl fluffy. Don't tell me fluffy. You say the word fluffy and you get punched. Fluffy. What's fucking wrong with people? That's a compliment. That's a compliment, not. Anyway, so I took the speed pills, right? I took them, but I didn't take the Pondamin, just the Fen-Phen. And I got so skinny that people tried to take my speed pills from me, and I didn't like them for that, okay? I didn't like them for that. I was like, I'm not giving these up. I'm not giving these up. I was like, these are my speed pills and you're not taking them. I can stay up all night. I can run around. I can do the laundry. I'm not giving them up. And then I gave them up. And that's what happened. I know but I wouldn't take it again because I'm quite sure I caused myself heart problems for it and panic disorder after it. However, I got from 180 right down. I think I got down actually. I may have got right back down to like 110, which was way too skinny. I was really, really skinny and I never slept. And so that was a problem. But anyway, I stopped doing that. But with Keith, I did it because I just couldn't look at myself. And actually for me, it was a huge problem. So it was just a big problem. Couldn't do it. However, having said that, I would do anything at this point. If I was like 100 pounds overweight, I would get gastric bypass. I wouldn't do lipo and stuff because I don't think that helps you until you lose the body weight. I would do anything to make my body healthy. So I would, under a doctor's supervision, but my entire life, I run an hour every day. And after you get 40, I run like 2 hours a day. Well, I'm outside, not right now. I don't have time with the work, which pisses me off, but that's why I do 30 miles. That's why I do that. I don't have big hips. I just have big fucking thighs, okay? I have a straight little body and no hips, a little teeny waist, no hips, and then these things that run. You know what? I like squats and running, so that's what happened. But the word fluffy is obnoxious. People get skinny fast with genetic, yeah. My friend just did last April, actually. It's been a year. I think she's lost 150 pounds. Yeah, so she did it. She couldn't. I'm really proud of her for doing it. I went in the hospital and saw her after she did the gastric bypass. Oh my God, she was funny. Like she went and she took classes. She learned about the healthy eating. She'll text me. She's like, I'm walking 5 miles a day, and she thinks it's like the worst thing in the world. And I'm like, walking? You should be running. You should be jumping. But people have to know that no matter whether you take speed, no matter whether you're anorexic, bulimic, any of that stuff, it doesn't matter because you have to actually consistently exercise your body. And as you get older, you have to do more as a woman because everything slows down. So that's a fact. So I'm 5'6". So I'm 5'5" and almost 5'6", if I'm going to be truthful. But you have to exercise. So you have to do it every day. It's not 4 days a week. It's not 3 days a week. It's every freaking day of the freaking fucking week. That is a 7-day job. And when I have to miss exercise for work because I can't catch up, that makes me, fluffy butt. Okay. There's a cookie shop here called Fluffy Butt. I hate the word fluffy just is like, what? Who? What? Fuck off. Here's what you say to women, okay? No matter what the woman looks like, when she says to you, men pay attention. When she says to you, don't say to them, but I like thick thighs, because all she hears is, you're fucking fat, okay? That's all she hears, and you're not getting a blowjob if you say that. So here's what you say. Baby, you're fine. You're hot. I love the way you look. That's why I'm with you. You're hot. Oh my God, your body's perfect. Don't describe the specifics of what's perfect. Like fluffy thighs. Because you ain't getting laid with that. I mean, maybe the young ones fall for that shit because I see them all with their thighs. Do you know what we used to call, I'm an average height. But do you know what we used to call the thighs? Remember in Mad Men, the women wear the pencil skirts? when you look at the Kardashians in a pencil skirt, and I'm not picking on them, whoever looks like that, they have the side of their thighs go out. We used to call that secretary skirt because the secretaries used to sit, don't call me names anymore. The secretary used to Susan Summers, Thigh Master, that thing never worked for me either. But the secretaries that sat all day developed bodies like that. Thigh fats, whatever. Whatever. But yeah, love the word moist. Okay, I don't even know what to say to that. See, somebody's putting fluffy clowns. If you call somebody thunder thighs, yeah, saddlebags. What? I don't have saddlebags. Thank fucking God for that. But where is this conversation going? No, but seriously, if I like somebody the way they look, then I tell them, I like, what are saddlebags? I don't know. Look at the Kardashians in a pencil. It's when you look at the body of a woman and she's in a skirt, and instead of like going like that and down, it sticks out in the thigh area. I can't handle it. Okay, I'm 4'12". Is there such a thing? Or is that 5 feet tall? Love handles. Yeah, well, no, love handles are up on the waist. I do have those. But I'll show those. I don't have a problem with those. But then sometimes when people call, like if you call my boys skinny, they'll beat you up for that. They do not want to be, men do not want to be called skinny. They do not. I mean, maybe 70, secretary spread. That's it. There's someone from my generation, right? Fluffy is a Hispanic comedian. Okay. Well then, whatever. Okay, cards. Pick a card. So when we talk about people's bodies, people have phobias about their bodies based on what the media has done to us all, right? Men don't like that. I don't know what men don't like, but as long as the man is with me, he just needs to tell me he likes me, but not pointing out specific things unless he's in the middle of enjoying that specific thing, but then he can't use the word fluffy because I can't handle that word, or the word thunder thighs, because then he can get right out of the bed. So it's that kind of thing. I have love handles. Yeah, I have love handles too. I'm late to the party. Well, this is a party where we're talking about the word fluffy thighs. I think that's something that these people make up. I saw Fluffy on stage. That's the comedian. I got that. Okay. Oh, you know what I hate though? Bat wings. Does anybody have bat wings? I hate that. This right here. I'm never using hormones, so I'm just not doing that. Muffin tops. I have muffin tops. Okay, you want to hear something? Slim thick. Okay, I don't even know what that means because it's contradictory. Oh, this might offend everybody here. I'm not going to say it. Might offend. Okay, I'm not saying it. I will not say it. I'm going to shut my mouth. Oh, pumpkin butt. Oh my God, that I call Lila pumpkin butt. But you know why I call her pumpkin butt? Not because she has a butt, but because I took her to the pumpkin patch and she fell on her butt. But maybe I shouldn't call her that. Pumpkin butt. What is wrong with everybody? I mean, they look at butts and shit. I mean, what is that? I don't know what that is. Tuck shop arms. I don't even know what that is, but bat wings, right? Yeah, I don't know. No, I can't say it. I'm going to be called racist again. I can't do it. Every time I open my mouth, when there's a description, I get called racist by some asshole that'll say it on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't even know what, oh, somebody put a bunch of masks. I'm never wearing a mask, so you can go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself in your mask. Really, I'm not doing it. Don't say meat curtains. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Oh, meat curtains. Somebody sent tacos, I am assuming. I like big butts and big butts, and I can't lie. Well, butts are okay, but you know, whatever. I like my sailor mouth soul sister. I can't help it. I just whatever. But see, here's the thing. I'm going to say this, okay? Let's see. Do you believe we went to space? Okay. Do you really want me to say I'm a flat earther, non-space person? I haven't ever thought of that. I haven't ever thought of that, really, to tell you what the fuck is a meat curtain. I know, right? What the fuck is a meat curtain? Apple bottoms. No, I have white girl sagging ass at this point. It just is. The fuck is a meat curtain? Oh God, where is this convo going? I don't know. I just saw what the fuck is a meat. I was talking about bat wings, not meat curtain. Okay, pile number. Oh fuck, pile number one. Flabby blubber butt. You know what though? If you like somebody chemistry, okay. Wait a second. Oh wait, all right. And have yet to receive it. Why do they keep doing this here? I have to email this. People, if you're gonna email me on Instagram right now, I will get to it when I can. I will get to it behind. They put it on Instagram. It doesn't help me. I will get to it behind with orders. I'm probably getting to it, but it takes me a while to get to it. I was called community chest in high school. Community chest. Wait, does that mean you have big boobs or not? And who the fuck's calling you community chest because they all want to grab your boobs? Fuck them. Okay, I have no idea whether Mother Teresa was a good person, but one of my friends was a reporter that interviewed Mother Teresa and had a lot to say about the opposite of her being a good person and the fact that she didn't like women that wore red lipstick. I have no idea what that means. That's just a story that I heard. Trisha Paytas has meat curtains. I kind of like that girl. I learned about her when my kids were watching her eat bananas. Remember that? I was like, oh, she's simulating sex with a banana and she's making millions. That's awesome. Okay, pile number one, pile number two, or pile number... I am trans slender. I identify as slim. I am trans slender. I identify as an apparition and I change form based on I don't know what. Okay, so pile number one, pile number two, or pile number three. Let's go with messages pile number one. Pile number one. Okay, pile number one, this is interesting. There's intuitive information coming to you in the form of dropping information, download into your thinking. So pile number one has been premising their ideas about how they're going to open their energy up in order to harness and manifest, okay? So pile number one, you have information coming to you to help you manifest what you need in life. So pile number one has that happening right now. So there are downloads that are happening for pile number one, okay? So that's a good thing, meaning you're getting intuitive information from spirit that's going to help you manifest what you need in your life. Pile number one, all right? So that's a good thing. Pile number one, pile number one, pile number one. Okay, pile number one, I'm going to tell you something. You're stepping into your power, pile number one. And pile number one, as you're stepping into your power, realize that you have people in your life who don't want you to step in your power because they may be afraid that you are, I love the 70s, right? Just look at those pictures. We were just talking about 70s skinny rocker boys. Men hate to be called skinny, but remember them in the 70s? Remember the pencil pants and the skinny and oh my God, so cute. All of this muscle weight thing, it's like, that's like some other kind of trend they did to men. They just turned men into, gotta do steroids all the time, gotta bulk up, gotta do this. No, I love the skinny men. But don't say that to men. I know, right? I love that. Love that. Love. I know, I really do. I like a rider's body on a man and just super like lean. But they don't like that now. They like the opposite of that. They got to all bulk up. What is this? Gains? You know, gains, all of that shit. Okay, pile number one. Big hair in the 80s. I had big hair in the 80s. Brian May from Queen in the 70s. I know the 70s were fabulous. Yes, John is super skinny. I mean, don't tell him that. It's not a good thing in our family. It's been an issue for him. Yes, he's 6'74", 6'2", and slender, very in good shape. Robert Plant. Okay, Robert Plant in jeans. Okay, I've got to finish this reading, but you just distracted me. Robert Plant in jeans with his little chest and his pants undone down to there and that hair. I'm there. Robert Plant in anything, even now, right now, because he's in his 70s. I'm like, that's good. Let's bring Robert Plant. Let's get Robert Plant. Okay, Pile number one. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm distracted. I know. Let's get Robert Plant. All right, I'll stop. If I could, I would. I would. All right. Anyway, I'm distracted. Okay. So pile number one, you are getting information about how to get your power and how to move forward with manifesting something of which you are going to get a download. Psychic information coming to you, being able to guide you. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to everything that comes up around you. Now, pile number one, there are people around you who don't want you to okay, somebody ordered something on May 3rd. They haven't got it yet. People ordered shit in April and haven't got it yet, okay? Because I'm fucking busy. All right. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I've got to stop reading it. Okay. All right. Pile number one. So pile number one, you have people around you who hairy chest. I know. Why do these men... Hairy chest with, okay. Why do these men want to shave every fucking thing on their body? Fuck no. Okay. I'm still digressing. All right, here we go. Pile number one, you have people in your life who do not want you to get your power. So remember that, okay? Paige was Zeppelin. All right. Robert was Zeppelin. All right. Shut the fuck up. John Bonham. I can't. I know, no shaving. I know these men shave all this shit. I can't handle it. I'm like, whatever. I don't understand. All right. Stop talking about Robert Plant. I'm having a breakdown. All right. So pile number one, you have people that want to distract you from your power, okay? And we're going to see what else is coming up. Now look at this. You pulled Saturn. So pile number one, Saturn is a card of karma, okay? Karmically, you are in the process of following your path, but karma isn't always easy. So when you're talking about karma, we also have, manscaping is nasty. Okay, you also have to understand that karmically, look at this, you're stepping into your karma and your power with work. So you are going to be doing something work-wise, pile number one, that is both stressful for you to do because you're recognizing your karma and your power, but you are doing something that you are learning how to step into your soul path. So it's very important that you follow it and not let anybody divert you from that path, which is going to be very easy because you have to follow certain things to get things moving. Okay, so then we have it in Sagittarius. So there's some schooling, okay? There is some schooling that's coming up for pile number one. There's some learning. It doesn't have to be like high school. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Robert Plant is probably the sexiest person on the planet Earth. All right, there, I said it. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that. I loved his jeans. I love the bell bottoms. I loved his shirt undone. There's not anything he couldn't do where I wasn't crazy about him. Yeah, that was my issue and my obsession as a teenager. Okay, no, they don't need to shave. No shaving. No, you want to run, you want to tie little braids in the chest hair and pull on it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right, I digress. Here we go. Backwards. All right, so pile number one, you have a karmic phase coming in. So you need to focus on the work and you need to actually study your process and perfect it so that you can actually move forward with a karmic work situation. That's what you need to do. But there are people trying to stop you because they recognize that when you step into your path, it gives you power because you're actually doing what you're supposed to do. So when you step into your path, people in your immediate environment are not going to want you to do that. That's okay. We don't care about that because we're going to do what we need to do. So that's okay. I met John Paul Jones. I can't stand it in Van Nuys. Everything happens in Van Nuys and it just seems like it wouldn't happen there. Yes, Robert Plant is a Leo and he's got some Scorpio in him too. But I mean, he's hot as hell. And of course, John Paul Jones, brilliant bassist, brilliant. And you met him in Van Nuys. That's so weird to me, but I believe it because all the car lots are down there. So I definitely believe that. Kind of like John Paul Jones. Quiet, understated in the background, but definitely very talented. I like hairy men as long as they don't look like Sasquatch. You know, I never really, no, Plant is a Sag rising. Okay, That makes good sense. But isn't he a Scorpio moon? Something in Scorpio there. You're not that sexy without that Scorpio shit going on. Okay, so, yeah, but not like Robert Plant. Okay, so let's see what else with pile number 1. We're pulling like a guide message for you. Okay, pile number 1, look at this. Pile number 1, don't be too slutty. Share the love and take the lead. So pile number 1, this is interesting. You are coming into your power, like I said. So what you need to do is let the people around you know that you're going to include them in your life as you start to evolve and manifest those things that you've had your eye on, so that they feel like they're part of your life. So that is good. So when they say share the love, what they mean is let the people that you're close to know that they count in your life, and know that, understand that as they count in your life, that you will include them with you so that they won't try to push you off your path. That's how I would word it. Now that was interrupted, I don't know who Robert Plant was, so I Googled him. Okay, stop with the you don't know who Robert Plant is. Now, do I have to pull this shit up? I have to get going because I actually have something I have to do. However, I need to pull up Robert Plant's picture so that whoever said she doesn't know who Robert Plant is can get an eyeful of what a hot man looks like. Okay. I don't know who Robert Plant is. Are you crazy? No, you must be very young. Robert Plant. And you Googled an old man. The old, Chris Cornell was beautiful too. Old people were once hot. And if you get old, you are going to look like the old person too. Okay, but let's find a young picture of Robert Plant so you can totally see. You're right, the images are of an old man, but he's almost 70. Okay, let's look. Let's look. Oh my God, now I'm getting distracted. I fucking love Robert Plant, and there ain't nothing better than this. That is Mr. Plant in his heyday. Yeah, that's right. Keep the feed going. This is a hot man and a good singer, and just, but you're right. He's aged. Oh yeah. And look at this. So 70s, right? Don't you love this? Oh my God, yes. Look at this. So freaking fabulous. I miss the 70s, and I miss Robert Plant, and I feel like I know him, and he has no idea who I am, which makes me a stalker. I was such a stalker of Robert Plant. Oh, come on, Deborah. You know he's hot as hell. That hair and just that attitude on his hips. He was like, yeah. I want to come back as Robert Plant. He must have had fun. All right, pile number 2. I'm going to, he had Leo hair for sure. And it's, do you know what I like about him? I hated it when he did the honey drippers. I just have to say that. I was like, why are you doing this? Why? Okay. Anyway, you know what? Watch the old Led Zeppelin. I know, right? Oh my God. How many? Okay, I can't. I need to stop. It needs to stop. The last time I saw Robert Plant had to be before I had kids. Very sad about that. Okay, so anyway, the thing I like about Robert Plant now, one of the all-time best bands. He's still hot. He's aged because he's in his 70s, okay? But what I like about him is he completely did nothing plastic surgery, no Botox, and you can see the life in his face, and there's something really interesting. See, I have an older man fetish anyway, but there's something, and a younger man fetish, all men fetish. All of that aside, there's something in the face of a man that's aged and come through life, and it's like the lines in the face, and you can kind of see where they've been, and it's really interesting to read. So I know the honey drippers, I couldn't stand it. I was like, why am I hearing this? It's noise to my ears. I'm sure it was very good. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Sorry. Could not, would not, will not. Somebody like Sam Elliott there. Yeah, long and lean, right? Sam Elliott, I think, is a Leo as well. But yeah, honey drippers. No bueno. Sorry. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what real love. Yes, okay. I'm trying to think who I had a crush on. Yeah, I'm pretty much talking Robert Plant. My best friend Leonard growing up, we went to see The Song Remains the Same. I don't know. It was like the first reality show, and it wasn't shot very well, but it was a reality show. It was just following the band in their day-to-day life, but not like the reality drama, just some drama, but at a distance. I think we may have seen it, like, I'm going to be embarrassed here. I might want to say 300 times. Please don't ask me why. I think I was high a lot of that time and I was just a kid. But anyway, oh, Robert Redford when he was young was fantastic. But Robert Plant, I think I like the name Robert, but Robert Plant, oh, Warren Beatty, now you just turned, yeah, Warren Beatty, when he was with Natalie Wood, what, yeah, Warren Beatty, another one, he's an Aries. Oh my God, like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm not a Mike Todd fan. Warren Beatty, quite attractive. Clint Eastwood, when he was young, absolutely. I wasn't so attracted to him. I think he's a Scorpio something. Gemini was Scorpio, making him married 8 times. Pile number 2. Let's see what you need to hear, pile number 2. I can't talk about men. Okay. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Something's bought. Look at this. You feel like an outsider and there's postponement in your life, okay? So pile number 2 is having a hard time getting things going because probably of the crotch 19 virus, we're having a little bit of trouble getting stuff going. So pile number 2, Steven Tyler fan too. Sorry, I just said it. All right, I'm over it again. Shut up, Sloan. All right, pile number 2, you're having a little bit of a hard time getting things going in your life and you're not able to kind of move things forward quickly. So pile number 2, you need to probably step back a little bit because you don't need to feel like an outsider. I have a feeling things are changing, so you're being protected from them not happening so things can change. That's what I feel like with pile number 2. I feel like you have a chance to move forward, but only if you understand that, oh, Michael Hutchins, beautiful. I can't stop. I've got to stop. I haven't eaten right now. I need to stop. So pile number 2, you have to understand that if Lenny Kravitz were back to him, well, he's my all-time favorite now. I'm gunning for Lenny at this point. Like, I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to find Lenny somewhere. I'll never find him. I'll never see him, so I'm safe to say it. You probably blocked me and put a restraining order out. Restraining order on that psychic lady. She's psycho. Okay, so pile number 2, you are being stopped from following a path because it's not your path. So don't feel like an outsider and don't feel like you can't, Eddie Monster. All right, somebody's being sarcastic. All right, so pile number 2, look at this. Part of the problem, pile number 2 with work is that you can't travel right now and there's a contract with traveling. This is specific to some people on pile number 2. But you can't travel, so you can't get where you're going, pile number 2. So you've got some time to wait. Looks like about 6 weeks. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, pile number 2. So let's look and see karma cards with pile number 2. Pile number 2, what's going to happen with this work situation? Because this is like a contractual thing and you can't actually get where you're going because of certain things going on around you, but you're being blocked because it's not for your purpose. Okay, so let's just jump into another thing over here. All righty. Pile number 2. Look at that shit, pile number 2. Look at you. You've got some kind of an invention and a transformation going on here that's taking you from one path to another because you refuse to divert your attention to the where it's supposed to go. So you have Uranus, pile number 2, and you have Uranus in Aquarius, which is its natural position, but you have it in the 8th house, which means you're opening up psychically and spiritually to finding out where it is you're supposed to focus your energy, not where you think it is. So part of pile number 2's problem is they're unwilling to let go of the blocks that stand in front of them. Pile number 2 needs to let go of the blocks, okay? You need to let go of the blocks so that you can move forward. So it's okay to let go of them. Even if you planned something and you had an idea and you wanted to do this, pile number 2, understand the blocks are there for a reason, okay? Okay, so let's pick guidance card. Let's see. Scared of letting go. Don't be, just let go. You have to do it actually because you're being guided in a different way. And when we don't pay attention, a whole bunch of shit happens to us because we're stupid and we don't pay attention. Speaking for myself here. Okay. And it can delay us and delay our path and delay things and really We shouldn't be delayed. We should go forward, but we all get afraid. Okay, look at this. Pile number 2. Your issue is you want to be in control of things. Stop at pile number 2. I understand it, but understand there's certain things you can't control, and therefore pile number 2, you can't be focused on controlling it because it's a problem. Okay, so, and then the next one, look. Once you let go of the control, pile number 2, you're going to flourish or blossom. So you need to open up the idea that you're going to stay stuck this way, and you just need to go, you know what? Maybe I can't do this, but I will do this. So pile number 2, just let go of the control. Whatever your preconceived notion is, let it go and just say, I'm free flowing right now. So that's it. Very hard to do. I'm with you on pile number 2. I probably should have picked pile number 2. I have these control issues. So, all right, pile number 3, okay? I know that's a lamp. That was from, that lamp I got at, what is that, Good Homes? Good House, whatever that place is. Yeah, so that was a good one, the lamp. Whatever, it was a crystal lamp. And then Marina got me a crystal, crystal things that you plug into the wall. Like ornaments that I could put around my bed that matched my lamp. So I've got them around my bed. But then the lamp's here. So it doesn't, Home Goods, there you go. Yeah, before they closed it. I got this like a week before we shut down. For here, I thought it was so cute because it was crystal. Okay, pile number 3. What does pile number 3 need to hear? Tell me what pile number 3 needs to hear. What does pile number 3 need to freaking hear? Come on, pile number 3. Pull some good cards, pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3. Pile number 3. All right, look at this. Look at you. Pile number 3, you've gotten a little bit out of your rhythm. So you've been a little bit off your off your mark, laziness. So you're feeling a little bit lazy because you're not getting things done. Pile number 3. And you are trying to focus on what you should do. So pile number 3 is getting a little bit lazy. I believe it's due to circumstances. I don't think that you're all like quote lazy, but I think it's due to circumstances. So pile number 3 needs to start focusing, mentally focusing on what they need to focus on. So mentally, pile number 3, start thinking, write a list. There's a huge frequency up here. I can hear a huge frequency. Somebody's trying to elevate a frequency or lower it. So there's an issue with pile number 3 because whatever's going on now is making you not tune in to what you need to do, okay? All right, so let's see what else happens with pile number 3. Let me check my time. I've got 5 minutes. Get this out, get this out. I love my skinny guy. Bodybuilders generally gross me out. Yeah, I don't like the big muscles. I don't mind some, but, you know, whatever. I can't talk about it. I won't get this out. All right, so pile number 3. So pile number 3, oh, that one flew right out. Pile number 3, look at this. Start focusing on what you want because you have more strength in getting it than, look at this. Focus on it and your laziness will shift and change right away. So you are going through a transformation, pile number 3, but you're refusing to see it because you've let your surroundings dictate your energy. So let go of it, pile number 3. Just let go of it and tune in to what you have to focus. Exactly. Well, tune in. Try to focus, love. Try to focus. So I want you to do that. Now, look at this pile number 3. Take some ideas from people that you don't normally consider taking ideas from. So take some ideas with this, okay? Pile number 3 needs to take these ideas and needs to formulate things in a slightly different way so that they can open and expand their mind. So pile number 3 is a little bit stubborn and doesn't want to take ideas from other people, which is perfectly fine. But you've got to in order to progress forward. I can't control our governor. Yes, I know, pile number 3. You can still touche, pile number 3. Whoever just said that, you cannot. But pile number 3, what you can do, pile number 3, is you can focus on what you need to put in order to have things grow. That's what you can do, pile number 3. Okay, so let's look at the planetary stuff right here. Planetary stuff. Look at that. Look at that. You've got Pluto transformation. So pile number 3, you've got transformation coming through removing your stubbornness and making stuff happen the way that it needs to happen for you. Pile number 3, you've got Pluto in Pisces. Very interesting. So you're confused with what you should do and what you Try to focus better next time. Bye. Well, try to fuck off better next time. Bye. Who gives orders like that? Yee, please try to focus better. With that, what is wrong with people? Really, try to focus better. Turn the channel off if you don't like the focus better. Okay, so okay, so pile number 3, Pluto in Pisces. Look at this, in the 11th house. Through communication with younger friends in the 11th house of friends, you are going to be able to get information that's going to tell you what you need to tune into, even if our governor won't let us go out and play hide and seek or go to the nail salon because he's got something against personal hygiene. All right, so pile number 3. Let's get your other message. Other message. Look at this. Spread your wings, pile number 3. So pile number 3, you need to focus on allowing yourself to see things from other people's perspective and open yourself up to different expressions, pile number 3. Okay, and look at this. Rebuild the way that you think, pile number 3, because you've been lazy. So you're not thinking right because you're probably not getting enough exercise and you're eating Cheetos. Put the Cheetos down and do this. All right. So when we're looking at it, you need to start focusing on rebuilding. I saw 4 people in the parking lot in lounge chairs. You got to love those people. Okay. So you all know what your work is to do. I'm going to try to be serious tomorrow. That's what I'm going to try to do, but I can't promise seriousness or politeness or even common sense at this point. I'm just trying to, I've got to go, you guys. I've got to run my call. Okay. Bye. Love you. We are, but we're saying I am abundantly healthy, joyous, happy, and fluid now. I love you guys. Bye.